bag of raisins, chocolate, mistletoe, whatever other things are poisonous for dogs.
Those are the only three.
Those are the big grapes.
Onions, I think.
Right. Those are the big ones.
I just thought to myself,
Oh,
right, Omar? Come on, you've wanted a dog, Dad.
No.
Anybody?
I just said I had not. No, I'll never do
I
that.
love dogs. I love dogs more than you.
But if somebody has an annoying pet, don't you wish a little bit that, God, I just wish this dog wasn't here?
No.
You're lying.
I think that's an annoying bark, and that's the extent of it. Or sometimes I go,
no, this dog bit my kid.
All right, so your kid probably deserved it.
No, he didn't. All he did was walk near my mother-in-law.
By the way,
my cat died of natural causes.
Yeah, natural pillow over the face is what it was.
You sleep with the fishes,
all right,
cat.
Allie, wow, what a box of shame moment. I mean, that is wild. I'm shocked.
818.
The box.
You really are.
What's in the box?
Of shame.
That may be the most shameful box of shame admission ever. Allie left out poisonous snacks, hoping that a dog would.
Not hoping.
Involuntary canine
It was
murder.
just the choice of putting it away or not putting it away, and I happen to not put it away. 818 said Trump was right. Allie's eating the dogs. She's eating the cats.
Yeah, that's right. He was onto something, that Trump. All right, well, there you have it. That's your interactive, that's your box of shame.
Allie said to the dog, "You done, son?"
I'm sorry. Apologies to anyone listening. I don't stand by that at all. Not one bit of that. Can't even relate.
949 Allie, that is messed up. You're a stone cold killer.
You really are. It's just terrible.
They're eating the dogs. The people that came in, they're eating the cats. They're eating the pets of the people that live there.
Yeah.
And this is what's happening in our country.
You're right.
KROQ, miss something? Don't get SHOMO. Download the Klein Alley Show podcast. Then find it on a platform thingy and subscribe or whatever. KROQ.
So I turn on the Klein and Alley Show. Give me some Klein and Alley Show.
I like it. Thank you, ladies.
Give me some Klein and Alley Show.
Ooh, excitement.
Get your motor running with the Klein and Alley Show.
Oh, I want to eat my breast.
I said, get your motor running with the Klein and Alley Show.
To me, it look like a leprechaun to me. All I gotta do is look up in the tree. Who else in the leprechaun say yeah?
Klein Alley Show. 106.7 KROQ FM in HD Pasadena, Los Angeles, Orange County. This is the world famous KROQ.
All right, welcome to the Klein Alley Show. It's St. Patty's Day. We're all decked out in green. Don't believe us? Check out the live stream. We're on YouTube as we speak. Go find KROQ's page. Subscribe.
We found not our color.
We did find, I found my one of two green T-shirts. And it's the one day a year I get to wear it without people looking at me going, what happened, laundry day?
You know, I was not planning on wearing anything green, or maybe just like you, just like some random green sweater I had or something. And then Katie was like, don't worry, I bought you a St. Patrick's Day shirt. And I was like, what? And it's like, ooh, a little leprechaun in cartoon. And
you didn't have to wear it.
And she said it was a child's large.
That you're wearing a child's large?
Yeah.
Definitely looks like a child's shirt.
It is 100% a child's shirt.
Yeah, well.
And then I feel bad because she's super into St. Patrick's Day. And if I'm not wearing this when I get home, it's going to be a problem.
You could have left it in your car. You could have put it on afterwards.
I mean, it's a problem now.
Okay. Well,
you want to see the problem? Check out the YouTube. You can see the problem in real life.
Well, that's the thing is she can watch the YouTube and see if I'm wearing the shirt.
Why don't you
or not.
stand up and take a spin? Let's show this off to everyone. Allie's wearing a child's shirt right now for St. Patty's
Child's
Day.
large.
It
Allie,
is.
honestly, that's a brag. You can wear a child's large, okay? Be proud.
Yeah, well.
From someone
like
who
a true
wears a
child,
child's
Yeah, later in the show today, we have a quiz plan to figure out what Vanessa's actual age is. Omar's convinced that
I'm telling
Vanessa,
you, she's pulling one over on us, guys.
We think Vanessa could be a child, like one of those stories where we realize that we've been bamboozled and we
yeah,
have
like Natalia Grace.
Like
the curious story of Natalia Grace.
We think we have an 11-year-old working here, maybe full time, and there's so many things she says in regular conversation, and we're like, "Did you just say you were on bounce houses 4 times last week?" It's like, okay, but different story.
She tells us about the tummy time she had over the weekend.
Yeah, we're like, everything you're doing sounds like you're a child. And then she claims she's not a child, but then, well, we'll have a quiz today to find out for sure. Are those tattoos on you even real, or are those temporary
You
ones?
caught me, temporary tattoos every day.
All right, well, anyway, lots to get into on the show. Maybe the most important thing we have for you today is an opportunity for you to get eggs for an entire year. We've been trying to do this for a while behind the scenes. It is the most valuable prize we could possibly give you, and we will give that to you coming up later this morning. We'll explain all them details and how you can get eggs for an entire year.
And when you get them, you have to flex them in your workplace.
You get to show them off. You can just have eggs.
Juggle them.
Eggs for eating, eggs for throwing. You go back to throwing eggs in people's houses you don't like. So it's
people's cars too.
You'll be flush with eggs. We'll make that happen for you throughout the entire week. A dozen a day until someone at the end of this week is going to get eggs for an entire year. It is the greatest gift we can give you. Plus, Festival Fever is officially underway at KROQ. And today, it's Vegas when we were young. So just by listening to us, you could end up in Vegas at a festival. We got a lot of drunk people that gave a lot of tips for how to survive today. So we'll get into some of that, give you a shot at Allie's money, and so much more as we welcome you to a brand new week on this St. Patty's Day here on KROQ. Good morning. Usually, if you would be drinking at this time of the day on a Monday, people would judge. But today, today's a great day for you day drinkers because you have an excuse to just throw them back, and it's all part of being, quote, festive. So you're just celebrating. And in some people's cases, you're actually Irish. Or you say it's not alcoholism because your great-great-great-grandfather used to be from Ireland.
Oh, man.
Right?
The loose connections that people have to Irish culture that they squeeze for every drop they're worth. And over the weekend, I was made aware firsthand of the BS green drinks that they jack up the prices, where it's like, okay, this is for St. Patrick's Day. I went to a happy hour thing, and they were like, we were like, oh, what's the happy hour? And they were like, it's a green shot. And I was like, well, what's in it? And they were like, we don't know.
Food color. Regular shot and green. Yeah.
And of course, the people I was with, I all bought them.
Yeah,
and then the other happy hour deal was $10 or $12 JMO shots. I was like, that's happy hour?
Jeez.
Is a $12 JMO shot? That's the same as regular.
Once you have 4 of those, it's happy hour.
Oh, then, I was still very happy.
Then the happy hour begins officially. Well, Allie's wife, she takes the St. Patty's Day very seriously because she is, quote, Irish, but also she is, quote, a drinker.
Oh, don't forget, she also she looked at her DNA thing again just to confirm to me that she's over 30% Irish. And I'm like, that's still not...
It's so funny because
I'm like 98.
I know.
Yeah, she identifies as like full-blooded Irish.
Well, and her dad is 100%, but it's her, her adopted dad.
Right.
But she feels more Irish because her dad is 100% Irish.
It's always great when you have this identity you've created for yourself based on what you believe is real, and then you take one of those 23andMe's and you realize, oh boy, I've been living a lie.
I know, and she's like a third French, and she's like, forget about that part. I'm like, that's...
Are you going to celebrate Bastille Day, too? It's like, nah, that's not as much fun as St. Patty's Day.
I know.
Well, anyway, Jake was busy at bars all weekend, and we'll be listening to some of these clips throughout the show, but advice for any of you rookie drinkers that don't normally drink, these are from professional drinkers that go out every day, stuff you wouldn't even think about on St. Patty's Day.
What's your name?
It's Kyle.
Kyle from where?
From Los Angeles.
Kyle, do you have any advice for rookies on St. Patrick's Day?
Well, if you're going to eat fast food because you're a fat ass like me, drink some Guinness. It has a lot of fiber. That's the one good thing about Irish beer. So that'll get you through if you're got a lot of weight on you like me and your stomach hurts.
I didn't realize that. If you're a big fat guy drinking, the Guinness actually has medicinal benefits as well.
Why is he telling that to Jake?
I'm not exactly sure. He really opened up a lot.
I don't know. If you're a big fat guy like me, you probably want to drink Guinness.
He's pointing at Jake as he says that, too.
Which is so messed up.
Yeah. Oh, you guys on a non-working seesaw together? What happened? What was that conversation?
No, that was equal.
Oh.
That's what I'm experiencing right now. Other than that, drink plenty of water. The standard stuff. Have a good time. Stay safe. Don't drive. If you are, go with friends and make sure that they don't have too much themselves. But it's the best day of the year. It's my favorite holiday, and it's the best time to just get loose and just get, close to the ones you love.
All right, there you go. A drunk person giving advice for you amateur rookie drinkers today on this St. Patty's Day.
And it doesn't mean those drinkers will not be out celebrating with you if you're an amateur.
It's a mix, although some people do treat today kind of like others treat New Year's Eve, where they say it is amateur hour and, real deal like Irish drunks that are the kind of people you'd find at the bar every day of the week. Today's maybe one of those days. Normally, they would say, I don't want to be around all the people that are overpaying for the green beer. Or they will
just go at like 11 or noon and then go home a little earlier.
We got lots to get into. Let's give you some of Allie's green right now. Call or there's no, just call. Doesn't matter what number you are. Just call.
Call or 1 or 2 or 3 or 4 or 5.
I've been celebrating. So if you'd like to call, 800-520-1067. 5 questions about the news. Let's see if you were paying attention this weekend. And you can take some of Allie's green as we return with some Allie Knows the News, and that is next on KROQ.
It's KROQ Festival Fever. We're hooking you up with tickets to a different music festival every day this week. I got a fever all day today. Listen at 9, noon, 3, and 6 to win your way into When We Were Young, October 19th, Las Vegas Festival Grounds, featuring
How many people ever heard of?
Return of Panic at the Disco, Blink-182, Weezer. The Offspring, Avril Lavigne, All Time Low.
It's not my weekend, but it's gonna be my year. He was a skater boy, she said see you later boy.
Bad Religion, Taking Back Sunday, The Used, and more.
I can't believe it. I just wanna break you down so badly.
Courtesy of Live Nation.
It's KROQ Festival Fever.
Keep listening to win.
Need an act.
Warning, the following content may not be appropriate for all audiences. It definitely will not be visually appropriate, so if you are easily disturbed, or perhaps you're in the middle of eating breakfast, I would not go to YouTube right now.
I would highly recommend going to YouTube right now.
Not checking out K-Rock's live stream there, but you can listen as Allie shares with you some very intimate medical details about her body.
Klein, what is the best female body part of all time? What is the most searched term?
The brain.
No, come on. I know what your answer is. Just say it. Just, guys, stop. Stop pretending you care about our brains and hearts.
Guys, it's the window to the soul.
It's the tetas.
Allie, how dare you?
The boobies. The calcium cannons, as they say. Mm-hmm. A lot of names for the mammaries.
I think men and women would agree that by far, female breasts are one of, if not the greatest thing on the planet.
I mean, even gay guys. They love to look at them, motorboat them, play with them. I love playing with them.
Yep.
It's great.
Play with your own, play with other people.
Oh, my God. Sharing is caring.
Girls like to touch each other's.
So a doctor said that they would like to take an in-depth look at my breasts, my right one specifically, because of some... What is that sound you're making?
I thought that was in my head.
No, you said that out loud.
Oh. Is that the wonky one?
No.
Sorry.
Well, they're both wonky for different reasons. Great question, Jake. But the right
is the
one...
doctor taking a look because is there like a freak show aspect to this, or?
This is, well, you know, there was a phone call made in the room to another person.
He loves oddities. He's a big...
Come see the freaks. So,
What is this doctor? Dr. Death? Hi, Dr. Death here. Welcome to my tent. Let's look at these oddities. Here's wonky boobs.
So I said yes, of course, and it's my right one. It's my bigger one. And I said, no problem. They were going to do an ultrasound and take a real 360 view of the inside of my boob to see if everything was okay. And so I went in, and
that's a cool image. I mean, you
oh
have
my
that.
God, I've never seen the inside of my boob before.
Yeah.
How cool is that?
Such a fan of the outside. I never even thought about the inside.
I know. And so I get there. I've never been to this department, by the way, the breast department.
Whoa.
They have a whole department.
Is there like a wing at the hospital that's labeled the breast department?
Yes, there's a room called the breast department.
I'm going to steal that sign.
And then you walk in, and then they check you in, and then they take you from the regular waiting room to another smaller waiting room, and they say, okay, there's a little dressing room in here. Get undressed from the waist up. And you know how those gowns always open up in the back?
Yes,
They said turn it the other way so that it's open in the front.
Oh, nice.
And then go to the waiting room. I'm like, so I'm just... open.
You're ready to go.
Pretty much, yeah, ready to go for anyone to take pictures and looky out in the waiting room. So, can you stop with the sounds?
What sound?
You're making those vocally.
I am?
Yes.
I swear to God, it's in my head every time.
So I go to the waiting room, and I'm not alone. There's a lot of other women in there, you know, mostly older women. Put it this way, nobody was on their phones in the waiting rooms, and everybody was reading the magazines.
Mm-hmm.
So I was, not in my comfort zone. And on the walls are all of these, like, motivational, like, hey, survivor, everything's cool. You're going to be great. And, you know, you're a woman warrior and all this stuff. And I was like, oh, man, this is so, this is a very weird experience. So I get brought in. They have me lay down on the table. They say, take your right arm out of the gown and then lay your arm up like Titanic style. Mm-hmm. You know, like someone's going to take a nice hot picture of you.
That's not... The pose you're doing does not match the words you're saying.
This is Titanic style.
No, you said that's a hot picture.
Yeah,
you think that's a hot picture pose you're doing?
Yes, because you get the silhouette
of
the breast.
You're trying to show full everything.
Yeah,
side,
front, everything.
Yep,
and
yep.
they're particular... Stop it!
That's going on in your head. Now you're thinking that too.
So they start putting splooge all over my boob.
It's definitely not called splooge.
And they have the splooge in the breast department.
Right.
So she starts going over every inch of my boob and showing me the different areas and of all the tissue inside. And then she starts going, and she's just not able to find what she's looking for. And then she goes, hold on a minute, and has to, like, check my chart again and figure out what she's supposed to be looking for and goes back.
It's on the wrong boob.
This took, like, 10 minutes. To the point, guys, where I think she was indulging a little bit.
You think she was lingering?
I think she was...
Sure.
I mean, if she was going over the same areas over and over again.
It's so funny you say that because 626 texted before the story even began. Now what? The X-ray tech touched Allie's boob and she's going to claim she got hit on and he really wanted her?
I'm just saying all the other women were in and out really quickly, and
Right.
for some reason this took like 20 minutes.
Yep.
Then I said, is everything okay? You know, because it's taken a while. And she goes, yeah, it's fine. I'm just... we're going to go over these results with the doctor now. I'm going to make a phone call. There's a little phone in the room. And I'm like, how serious is this now that you have to make a phone call to the doctor in person? And she goes, okay, yeah, here's what I'm seeing. Okay, I'll tell her, I'll let her know. Hangs up and goes, so the results are inconclusive because we just don't know your breasts well enough yet. And what we need to do is we have to have exams more frequently.
Did you not tell them your boobykins?
So that we can get to know your breasts and know if this is just what they are supposed to look like or if this is some kind of anomaly.
Oh, that's interesting. I didn't even know that was a thing.
Yeah, so they gave us. So I was able to take a picture.
Hold this picture. Show the people enjoying on YouTube right now. Well,
this is
Allie's,
the medical version of my boob.
Wow, you got good looking. What are those? X-ray
Good shape,
boobies?
right?
Yeah, those are nice.
Yeah, I think so too. This is again just the right one, and comparatively, I think individually my boobs are really great. Together, they don't make a lot of sense.
No,
it just seems
definitely...
like there's one boob that should be on one person, another boob that should be on
whenever
another
you see
person.
a couple and you go, "How are they together as a couple?" It doesn't make sense to me. You know, that's like Allie's breasts. But in this particular picture, the one you're showing right now,
this is my best angle. Who knew?
Who knew your best angle was internal? That is. All right, well, that's good. It's a good story, Allie.
So I think I'm okay, guys. If anyone was wondering,
it's minor miracle. Someone said, "Apply this kill switch we've been talking about to Allie." All right, we can't do that. Klein Alley Show. Time for you to get some green on St. Patty's Day. It's Allie's green. All you got to do is answer more questions about the news correctly than she does. She will sequester herself outside the KROQ studios.
Okay, bye.
But not before you hear this song, because this is what you want to hear. People always love to leave their DIY theme songs for this little game on the GOAT line. That number is 844-956-GOAT. If you're inspired at any time, maybe drinking today, use the GOAT line responsibly, and here we go.
She's a Colorado 10 because everybody at that Walmart is so ew. Let's find out if Allie knows the news. You a 10, girl. Yeesh.
A 10's a 10.
10's a 10. Doesn't matter how much you have to play with the numbers. That's some very creative math. All right, Allie's going to leave. You're going to battle Eddie
Now
in
you
Long
can
Beach.
go.
Now that you've heard that song and you're feeling good about yourself, let's say hi to Eddie in Long Beach. Good morning, Eddie.
What's up, guys? We did it.
Sweet Dibs, you drinking yet today or not yet?
Not yet, man. I'm barely getting off of work.
All right, fair enough. We got 5 questions. Answer them quickly, confidently, and accurately so we can pay the people some of Allie's money. It's a chance for you to get her pot of gold, and it starts right now.
Allie knows the news.
March Madness officially here. 4 teams are the number 1 seeds on the new brackets. Name one school that has a number 1 ranking.
Duke.
What'd you say?
Duke.
All right, go to question number 2. A man is being paid $50 million from Starbucks. For what reason?
Oh, he got tea spilled on him.
Go to question number 3. The LA Marathon was Sunday, and the winner was from which country?
Oh, God. Alaska.
Alaska is not a country. I hate to break that to you.
Asia.
Asia. Also
That's not a country.
All right, just let's change the question. Name any country.
United States.
All right, we'll accept that. Question number 4. Shohei Ohtani will have a special patch on his jersey this year. What is the patch that will be on the special Shohei jersey this year?
Ooh. Is it that, like, flower guy with the colorful thing? I forgot his name.
Flower guy? All right, we go to final
Are
question.
you sure you haven't been drinking already?
I think he's been drinking already. I think we all know the answer to that question, which is he's been throwing them back. Go to final question. Here we go. 2026 Oscars may be a year away still, but the next host has already been announced. Who will be hosting next year's Academy Awards?
The same one that did it this year.
Who is that?
I don't know her name.
You don't know her name. Okay. All right. This guy's not drinking, by the way. So if you get pulled over today at all, just say that you're not drinking and be like Eddie. All right. We'll bring in Allie. Score it together. Eddie, I like you. Good energy. Let's find out if you get $100 of Allie's money. A little green on this St. Patty's Day. Question number 1. Allie is back in the KROQ studios and strapped in. March Madness officially here.
Yeah.
They've brackets are out now. Start filling them out. There are 4 colleges that are currently ranked number 1 seeds. Name one of those schools that currently has a number 1 seed going into the tournament.
What about the V1, Villanova?
No, that is
Villanova?
not right. He actually said Duke, and he got one of the number 1 seeds. It's Auburn, Duke, Houston, and Florida. And congratulations to Eddie, who got Duke. He's on the board, 1-0, going into question number 2.
Oh, yikes.
Allie, a man is being given $50 million from Starbucks. For what reason?
Because hot tea spilled on his genitals.
Yeah, baby. He said that as well. Spilled hot tea all over the guy, and that is correct.
What a great
Allie,
way to make money.
I would let anyone pour anything on me for $50 million right now.
You hear that, rich people?
Disfigure
Make
me,
it
do
happen.
what you want. I don't care. Have your kids finger paint on me? I don't care. 50 mil, you can do what you want to this
Kids
body.
finger painting on you, dude.
Whatever you need to. I'm just saying, whatever your weird thing is,
problematic.
50 bucks.
Sounds like a
Weirdest thing you
Europe.
could come from.
50 million, I'll take it. Allie is down by 1 still, 2-1 to the caller. Eddie, we go to question number 3. Shohei Ohtani will have a special patch on his jersey this year. What is it?
Oh, I don't know. Is it his dog? He loves his dog.
He does love his dog. That is not correct. This guy guessed Flower Man. It's actually going to be the gold color logo man on his back,
I don't know
which
what
I think
any
is
of that
only
means.
on his jersey, I believe. So it's
There's like 4 other players. Aaron Judge is one.
Oh, that's right. So he's one of the logos of the sport now. No, Allie doesn't know.
I
Allie's
don't know
shaking
what
her
you're
head.
saying.
All right, we got a question number 4. No one gets the point on that. And we go to question number 4. The LA Marathon was on Sunday.
Yeah.
The winner was from which country?
America.
Okay, now this is where I get torn because Eddie did eventually get to America, but first he guessed Alaska and then he guessed Asia. So
Well, those aren't right.
Yeah,
Would you give me that point?
No, I would
Absolutely not.
You're right. Allie gets the point. Sorry, Eddie. I know. Eventually you got to America, but it took you a while. It was quite a journey. She does have wonky boobs. And we go to this. We go to this final question, and now it's all tied up with one question left. Very exciting. The 2026 Oscars may be a year away still, but they have just announced who will be hosting the next Academy Awards. Who will be the host?
That will be Conan O'Brien again.
All right, well, it's interesting again because Eddie said it's the same person, same lady from this year is what he said. So he's like right, but also wrong. So it's not really a tiebreaker because you didn't say Conan and you did refer to him as a lady. So I'm going to say Allie gets the... Eddie...
He looks like a weird lesbian, for sure.
Yeah, he does kind of look like a lesbian. He is a happy-go-lucky Irish lesbo. Maybe they announced it today to try to get some of that St. Patty's Day rub. Because
because he's a ginger?
Yeah, that's probably why. Eddie, I wish I could give it to you, but judges are all saying that Allie somehow squeaked through, so she's going to go ahead and hold on to her money for now. And what must you shamefully admit, Eddie, over the airwaves with KROQ?
Allie is still not a 10.
Okay.
What the hell?
Calm down, wonky boo.
And this guy's been
You
drinking.
lost
This
and
guy's
you're
been drinking.
insulting me.
How dare you, Eddie? It's KROQ. Show. It's a drinking show. In fact, why don't you bring in that coffee whiskey we have in the back office? I feel like today's an appropriate day for us to crack that open and start throwing them back here. Although this may not necessarily be the call you want to start your week with.
You guys have ruined my life.
Oh.
So many things we could have done that made a person call over the weekend and tell us we've ruined their life.
Well, don't sue us.
Yeah, we don't have the kind of money that Starbucks does. I like how Johnny brought in a giant bottle of vodka. That is not what I asked for at all, Johnny. It just goes to show you that Johnny knows.
You brought two different types of clear alcohol.
Yeah, neither one of them was what we asked for. But it's not. They're not all the same,
God.
Johnny. Please.
That's vodka.
That's vodka, and that other thing is that weird stuff that Vanessa brought back from.
Oh yeah, that's like their version of moonshine.
Yeah, it's like fire water.
Let's just do that.
It's no.
That's St. Patrick's Day.
No, it's definitely not.
What?
Zero.
Colombian vodka? No.
That's traditional, huh? There it is, Johnny.
Yay!
All right, kind of.
Jameson cold brew.
That's what we wanted. No, you can put that back. He also brought in the Sublime Tequila. That's not the right day for that. Here we go. Some JMO cold brew. That'll get us through the next few hours,
That's Klein's favorite.
Oh, it's the best. I think they discontinued this product. This is like, it's so rare that I
You
get
tell
it.
me that every time, but there's still more.
No, there's not. You can't find it anywhere. Occasionally, if you go into like a liquor store that has old dusty bottles behind the register, you can find one.
They don't have any at Bevmo? I
Nope.
swear I've seen it.
No, good luck. It's been pulled.
I don't know why, because it really is. I love Jameson,
Right.
but the cold brew has the perfect blend.
I agree.
It has a nice kick to it.
I agree.
It's smoother.
I don't know why. For some reason, it feels like everyone loves caffeinating everything these days. I think about like espresso martini. They had a great middleman. Oh, you want some coffee and some whiskey? We
Yeah.
got it for
They
you.
took it off the shelves to make room for the pickle whiskey.
They
and
probably
the
did.
Flamin' hot whiskey.
The sons of bitches. I finally get into something. Can't find it anywhere. So if you find a bottle, load up while you can. We'll throw it down together. But let's find out why we ruined this guy's life first.
You guys have ruined my life. I'm a mailman, and I saw this company's name on a letter with the letters UNG, and I immediately, out loud, made the Omar Seal sound. Nobody around, in my trunk, alone. You guys have ruined my life, but I love it.
Okay.
Oh, man.
Just a mailman happens to see a letter that says "ugh" on it, and starts making the noise. I get
That's
it, doing
funny.
that Omar noise. Puts you in a great mood.
This show makes you say things that you would never say. I was at like a St. Patrick's Day thing on Saturday night, and I was walking by. I was pretty wasted at this point, and I walked by, and this guy goes, "Boogers!"
Oh, really?
And I was like, "Yes." And I was like, "Why am I responding to this?" And he was like, "Hey, so I love the show." You know, he's there with his girlfriend, and then he was trying to explain who we were to his girlfriend.
it's
His
the
girlfriend obviously wanted none of it. It was great.
So the one thing about working there, which is cool, but also so sad, is like when someone does get excited to see you, and then they'll come
they're
up,
saying poogers.
they'll take a picture, and then someone else will say like, "Hey, who is that you just took a picture with?" And they'll be like, "Oh, that's the guy on the radio show I listen to." And then they'll turn to their group and go, "I told you it was no one. I told you it's nobody."
We just can't trust their taste.
Right. Anyway, we
Move
will.
on.
Allie has been attempting to wake up using new methods, and this morning was round 2 of this experiment, which we will get to and potentially change your life forever next. Patty's Day on a Monday here at KROQ. Seems kind of twisted that they would schedule it in such a way that Monday becomes the St. Patty's Day, as opposed to the midweek drinking break or throw it by a Thursday or Friday so we can just drink into the weekend. But
yeah,
whatever.
But you can't change the date.
It's what it is. St. Patty's Day. So we are celebrating. Allie and I have now officially started adding some whiskey to our coffee, so it'll be an interesting show. It's a choose-your-own adventure moving forward, but it all starts with how you start your day. And some people choose to wake up with this show. We greatly appreciate that. Other people have other methods they use to help them get up. We realized, because we wake up so early every single day, that we should have had a rhythm or a system that works for us, although we are all still trying to figure it out.
Yeah, I know. We're all trying to find any kind of morning routine that works, and I think ultimately it's just impossible. There's no good morning routine out there because waking up is just terrible.
The worst.
I did try a new one that I had read about. I forget this doctor's name, but she has this method called the 5-4-3-2-1 method.
Oh, it's always with the numbers. The same thing. They have a similar method for going to sleep. The 10-2, or that stupid one, 10-2-1-5 or whatever. They're all
or it's like no liquids after.
Yeah,
2 hours.
10 hours, stop drinking caffeine.
Food,
3 hours. Right. It's like,
yeah.
I can't remember the whole thing.
I know. Well, this one is very simple. When you wake up at 4 in the morning or wherever it may be, you count down from 5 to 1, and by 1, you need to be out of bed.
See, first of all, that's a stupid method. Made it sound like it's some scientific method, just counting backwards.
Well, that's just part of it.
Oh, got it.
That's just one part.
So the first part is what? You count back.
So
you give yourself
today,
5 seconds
when
to
the
get out of
alarm
bed.
went off, I woke up and I went 5, 4, 3, 2. Because she says that's, if you give yourself more than 5 seconds to make the decision, you're already talking yourself into going
Staying
back
in
to
bed.
sleep. You're already talking yourself
Yeah.
into doing the snooze if
Right.
you give
So
yourself
comfortable.
more than 5 seconds to make the decision. So you need to have feet on the floor by 5 seconds. So at 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, I'm boom, out of bed, and then grab water, chug the water.
Where the water is supposed to be next to you?
Yeah, the water was
you
next
sleep,
to me.
You sleep with it all night next to you. Is it moon
I
water?
always sleep with a glass of water next to me.
Regular water.
You do?
Yeah.
It's not the 50s. Who does that?
Yeah.
What? Really?
Yeah, I get thirsty in the middle of the
Yeah,
night.
you might get thirsty. And then the worst thing is to have to get up and actually fill a cup of water in the middle of the night. How
I always
terrible
just
is
get up
that?
to pee. I'm not thirsty. I just want to unload it during the middle of the night.
Almost doing reverse. She's doing the
Yeah.
opposite. Allie's bringing it in.
No. I drank a whole glass of water.
Now, what number is that?
That's the second one, I believe. And the number
That's 4?
Huh? No. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 is just the first part.
Oh, that's it? Oh, what a stupid. All right, go ahead. So 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, you get out of bed. Then number 2 is drinking chug water.
Yes. Number 3 is high five yourself in the mirror.
Are you being serious?
Yeah.
High five yourself in the mirror?
Yes.
What a dork.
To say what exactly?
I was not expecting to be shamed
No, what-
for this.
High five yourself?
What-
Give me a break.
What is the goal there?
To just be like, hey, we're doing this. That's what, like, get out of bed, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. It's like, boom, get my ass out of bed. Boom, high
gonna
five
have a good
myself
day.
in the mirror. Yes.
You're a winner.
We're conquering
Oh,
now.
shoot.
Drinking a glass of water.
Yeah.
Smash it on your head. And then
That's actually you high five in the mirror.
stretch,
Right.
which I did for about 4 seconds. And then you do something for yourself, which I didn't do.
What do you mean by do something for yourself?
I don't know. It could be journaling. It could be going for a walk. It could be
Who's
taking
got
in
that
sunlight. It
People
could
have
be.
to get ready to go to work.
Yeah,
I
you gotta
know.
go.
But yes, so I couldn't really do something for myself. I feel like that one I was able to just.
I think this guy in the goal line is a much better technique.
I used to do this during college, but I don't do it anymore because I wake up on time now. But basically, as soon as they sell a caffeine gum. As soon as you wake up, you just pop a gum in your mouth, and by the time it hits, you'll be awake, wide awake. Full disclosure, though, I don't know if you guys care, but they say you're not supposed to have caffeine until at least 30 minutes after waking up.
Blah,
Something
blah.
about cortisol.
Oh, forget
That's the other thing I did is I
Stupid.
waited until an hour after I woke up to start drinking coffee.
Come on,
Yeah.
an hour?
And I waited 2.5 hours after I woke up to start drinking alcohol.
Well, that's a good move right there. And
So-
that's the St. Patty's Day secret.
It's a live St. Patty's Day party on the world famous Shamrock. Now hit some mildly offensive generic Irish music.
Klein Alley Show.
Hey, it's your buddy Klein. show on St. Paddy's Day. Lots to give you. Festival Fever is officially here. Want to see that band right there in Vegas? You'll have your chance coming up later this morning as we get you into When We Were Young in Vegas, Blink-182, and so many others. Festival Fever, it's the one fever you want to catch this time of year. Also, it is St. Paddy's Day, so many people are drinking, ourselves included. And a little bit later in the show, Allie, we have a brand new message from our very favorite drinkers who listen to the show religiously.
What's up, Klein, Allie? It's the Bud Light Bros. Real quick, just want to say, F that lady.
So we don't know which lady they're talking about there. Could be one of us on the show.
Could be any lady, because I think one of them's a virgin still.
Could be, yeah. They want to F that lady. They can't.
They cannot.
So we'll get into that a little bit later. A message from our two favorite drinkers that listen to this show religiously, the Bud Light Bros. But first, what's going on in the world? It's time to check in on your news.
Grab your Adderall. It's time for ADD News.
You can try and get rich by winning the lottery, but a much better bet is to just become a millionaire by getting injured at a fast food place. And this guy has just been awarded $50 million from Starbucks, an LA Starbucks, because he was burned by some hot tea. And if you remember...
You know when people get mad because they're like, oh, that lottery ticket was sold at the place I go to. Remember that Ralph's across the street here where someone won $350 million? I'm like, God, I buy tickets there. I'm so mad because I'm like, I've been to that Starbucks. They didn't burn me.
I didn't get any hot tea spilled on my genitals.
No one poured anything on me.
So, do you remember like years ago, the McDonald's coffee lady?
That was like the first one, yes.
That was the first one. This woman was getting coffee at McDonald's, and she was in the drive-thru. It spilled all over her lap. She was an older woman, and she got $2.7 million. And at the time, that was like in the mid-90s, it was like, oh my God, I didn't know somebody could get money, let alone millions of dollars
also,
for doing that.
I don't think old lady genitals are valued the same as young. You know, in your prime.
How do you tell what's burned and what's not?
Right, you don't know anymore. Oh my God, that's terrible. Oh, that's not where the burn was. Oh. Oh, sorry.
That skin is supposed to look like that. That's natural aging. So in this case, it was a guy who was a delivery driver picking up an order, and he had that cardboard drink carrier. And what his lawyer said was that the worker didn't totally secure the lid on top of the tea. So as he was carrying it, the tea spilled. It spilled all over his lap. It gave him third-degree burns on his, genitals. And then he underwent 2 skin graft surgeries to his genitalia and now suffers from permanent disfigurement. And they were able to prove that it was just gross negligence from the Starbucks. And $50 million later, they said no amount of money can repair
That's a good start.
Injuries that have happened to him personally, physically, and emotionally.
Serious question, and I ask everyone on the show this question. For $50 million right now, would you...
Cut it off.
You would. Jake, you would? No questions?
Instantly.
Really? You cut off your junk instantly? I didn't even go that far. He went real extreme with that.
Do you get to choose the method of cutoff?
So, Jake, you would say no. I was just going to say, in no sort of a painful way, you just basically agree that your genitalia is now on lockdown mode. There is no use of it ever again for anything.
Well, for $50 million, maybe you could rebuild. Or you could build something better.
Try.
Like a robot penis?
Yeah.
But so, Jake, you take the $50 million for
Totally.
no genitals. Allie, you trade your genitals for $50 million? No question? You do. Omar, you love your
I don't
dong.
think so. Yeah, I love my dong, man. I don't think $50 million. I don't think there's any amount that I would take for no genitalia.
Oh, that's so romantic. You tell your penis that.
I kind of feel it's weird. It's
There's
easy.
no
to
amount I would trade you
$50
for.
million does sound great. It really does. Sounds really. I mean,
Think
it's
about how many
life-changing.
problems would go away
of course,
for you
all
with
the
$50
problems.
million.
But you know what? But then you have no penis, and that's
a problem too.
That is a problem.
Hey, as someone who has never had one, I don't think it's that bad.
What's the point of being rich and buying a yacht so that I could just have conversation with beautiful women? Nothing.
Watch me not pee off the side of this yacht.
Yeah, I mean,
because
that's-
I can't.
That's would you do that for $50 million? I feel like Johnny
He
would.
would not.
He's a slayer.
No, I can't. Unless I could get somebody pregnant right before they do the spilling of the coffee on my genitals, but no, I need mine.
It's interesting.
So, yeah, you would just have the entire thing cut off?
I didn't say cut off. Jake brought that up. I was just saying, would you trade all the pleasures?
Well, it has to come off somehow. You're not just going to hand it to them.
I was going to say duct tape it.
Can I just get burned? I'd rather get burned for a day and then be fine the next day.
Yeah, but then you're going to $50 million.
Yeah, you're not going to get $50 million. It has to be
nothing.
permanent.
Vanessa, you trade up genitals for $50 million?
I don't know.
Come on.
Part of me wants to say yes, and then the other part of me wants to say no.
Yeah, that's called making a decision.
I'm making no decision.
Yeah, all right, there she is. I got
I
it.
need to think about it.
Is there another part of you that's thinking maybe? All All right, new music from two of the most hateable people in the world right now. If everyone hates you, you can just team up and make a song and hope for the best. And Kanye has released a new song featuring Diddy and his daughter, Northwest. And the beginning of the song... that's it.
Wow. That is...
That's Diddy getting railed in prison.
That sounds aggressive. Man.
It seems painful.
That's a party.
So at the beginning of the song, it seems to be a phone call between Kanye and Diddy, with Diddy thanking Kanye for being there for him, helping him raise his kids while he's in jail. Here's just the beginning of the song.
Yeah. Thank you so much for just taking care of my kids, man. And ain't nobody reach out to them. Ain't nobody call them. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, absolutely. I love you so much, man. It's like you raised me even when I didn't know you. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I feel the love, man.
He really does feel the love.
Yeah, sure
He's
does.
feeling it really hard.
Yeah.
I don't think that feeling's going to go away.
Wow.
But isn't that crazy? The fact that he's like, man, you raised me. I am who I am because of you.
I don't know if that's one of those calls you want to put out there.
I know. And then I'm like, did Diddy even know about, like, does Diddy know about what's going on with Kanye?
I don't know. Good
because
question.
a lot has happened
Yep.
since he's been in jail, and I'm sure he is somewhat in the loop, but does he know about the swastika commercial? Does he know about the swastika t-shirts?
Two megalomaniacs that all think that they are more valuable. You know, that their self-importance is at such a high level for themselves that they don't really understand, I think, how they're perceived by society.
I know, but then he's like, but my daughter's in it too, so it's a daddy-daughter song.
Beautiful.
And then good news for America's favorite ginger on St. Patty's Day. He's got another job for next year. Conan O'Brien has been asked to host the 98th Annual Academy Awards next March, and he did put out something on his Instagram about an hour ago saying, forget the pot of gold this St. Patrick's Day. We're giving you something even better. Conan O'Brien is officially returning to host the 98th Oscars.
Yeah, that's nice. Good day to be a ginger. Huh? You get to go out there.
Look, he looks happy.
Yeah, he sure does. Go out and enjoy some sunlight for a change.
He's got money and genitals.
We got a lot to get into this hour on the show, and someone's going to score themselves lots of eggs on KROQ.
KROQ FM in HD Pasadena, Los Angeles, Orange County. This is the world famous KROQ.
All right, happy St. Paddy's Day. Welcome to your brand new week here at KROQ. Yes, we're drinking in studio, but that's because we're in a festive mood today for a variety of reasons. I can't give them all to you right now, but I will say just by listening to this show all week, you could end up with the most valuable prize on planet Earth, and that is eggs for the entire year. A year's worth of eggs. Who knows how high the price will get on a dozen eggs? We're giving away a dozen a day, every day, and then at the end of the week, someone who scored a dozen from us is going to get eggs for the entire year, which, if the prices keep climbing the way they are, you could be the most popular person on your entire street, the most valuable person in your family. If everyone starts cutting back on eggs, you go, I'm getting unlimited eggs courtesy of Klein Alley Show.
I got that does, cuz.
I got that does, cuz. You get the does, cuz. Every day. Get ready. You're going to listen for the sound of one of the bird flu chickens that started this whole mess. And when you hear Omar play that sound at some point during the show, the bird flu chickens, all you got to do is call us up. Caller 12 will get a dozen eggs and have an opportunity to score eggs for an entire year. Yeah. Even a dozen eggs, great prize these days.
And I believe we're going to be dropping a few hints on our YouTube live stream
Easter
as well.
eggs, Allie. We'll be dropping some Easter eggs. If you watch along on YouTube, Allie will be holding up little hints throughout the show that could tell you when you could listen, when you should listen for the sweet sound of the bird flu chicken. And I don't know what the bird flu chicken will sound like today. Could be that one. They all sound sick. They all sound very sick. So
that is incurable.
Oh, God. One of these sounds... Omar's got a lot to play with there.
Why do we have so many?
I don't know. Why have we made all those noises? Why have we...
What are we talking about?
That's Allie's dead cat.
That's a different giveaway.
When you hear the bird flu chicken, which will be one of those sounds, at random during the show, it could even happen during a song. Could happen during commercials. You don't know when it's going to happen. Call us up and get yourself, potentially, eggs for an entire year. The greatest prize ever.
No, maybe not that one.
That's another very sick person.
That one's not great.
Allie's visual hints are terrible.
They are. I don't know what I'm doing yet.
Allie's giving hints all over the live Instagram, YouTube right now. You can check us out. We've been drinking. If you haven't been able to figure that out yet, but that's okay because we've got tips for you from professional drunks that want to let you know how you should drink responsibly on this St. Paddy's Day.
And what's your name?
Irene.
And what do you do for work, Irene?
Bartend.
Do you have any advice for St. Patrick's Day rookies?
You don't need that next car bomb. Also, don't drop the glass in the pint glass. Just pour it. Less likely to break.
A lot of people like to slam that thing down and then drink those shards of glass.
I've done that before and gone, should I still drink this?
Yeah.
I did pay for it.
Yeah. A couple shards of glass not going to get in the way of your drink, right?
Of course not.
So anyway, we got more of that to get to on the show this morning. If you need us, we're here live, interactive, 800-520-1067. celebrating green all show long. Some Weezer hash pipe on KROQ. We are Klein Alley Show on a Monday morning, drinking here in the studio. If you're doing the same, no judgment, because it's one of those free days that you can just drink during the day, and everyone's like, cool, they're just celebrating.
Yeah, I know.
It's offensive if I mock them for their drinking, because that's part of their culture.
It honors their culture if we're drunk.
We have an opportunity for you to hang with us. It's not the opportunity I was hoping for, but because I lost the forced resolution, it came up on the show that I would have to frost my tips, which means pretty much bleach my hair, and then I have to jump into the freezing lake in Big Bear. Well, of course, like a lot of things around here, what started as something small has now grown into something much larger than we were hoping for. And we'd like, I guess Allie would like to turn this into a spectacle for everyone to come up and watch me suffer as we return to Big Bear Lake for the polar plunge. The good news is that we are able to, I think, do some good. And I was okay with that because, yes, everyone mocking me is funny enough, jumping in the lake in my underwear or whatever. But the idea that now we could potentially raise some money for a good cause, what the hell, why not?
So this event does raise money for the Special Olympics, and you can build a team, and the bigger the team you build, the more money you raise. So I figured, hey, if Klein is going to humiliate himself by running into a freezing cold lake while he frosts his tips, why can't, people can, I guess, run into the lake with you if they want to, but I'm just going to be one of the spectators, and I would like the biggest viewing booth there.
Yeah, I would like people to join me on this. It's not going to be fun. I already know that much, and I will be humiliated, understandably, but I did lose the forced resolution because I was unable to continue to lose a pound a week. I mean, I was able to do it for a few weeks, already impressive. But
it was impressive. You did last longer than I thought you would, but you ultimately lost.
It's not impressive at all whatsoever.
It's way more impressive than your
if
stupid
it was
clarinet
like
playing.
3 pounds.
You should be in the goddamn lake, Omar. You should be in the goddamn lake.
No, dude, a week, losing a pound a week is weak sauce.
Well, the fact that he lost a pound a week for doing nothing, do you know how hard I have to work to lose 1 pound? I mean, the fact that you did nothing to lose weight.
No, 1 week he did that whole cleanse. Remember he had a colonoscopy.
Right,
yeah, but that
week,
was not something that he planned.
Well, that was 1 week I did that. But the other weeks I
thought you were going to the gym or something.
I've been working a little more than normal, Allie. A little more, not a lot more. But
what,
really,
for 10 minutes?
Not that long. But but you know, a little bit. But I'm just saying,
enough to get that pick.
The reality is that on March 29th, we will be at Big Bear Lake again, and no word yet if I'll be driving up the mountain with Jake. God, I hope not. But we will be there, and we put up all the information on our socials, or at least we should be putting it up there now. If you'd like to join us and raise some money for a good cause as well, because why should my pain be enough pleasure when we can actually do some good for the community? And we're going to put a couple of teams together. Anyone who wants to actually go in the lake with me, that'd be great. Love it. You don't have to be in your underwear and look like a fool like I will. If you want to dress like me and mock me, great, even better. I will. By the way, when am I getting my hair bleached? You guys set that up?
I believe we have somebody coming in a week's time.
Oh, great. In a week's time. How fancy. Someone will be coming in here.
In 1 week's time.
To bleach my hair for something that we are calling frosted tips and frosted dips. And I don't know why.
Frosted nips.
And frosted nips. And I will be forced to bleach my hair again.
Yeah, so you can sign up, be on our team, and when you sign up, you raise money for a good cause, and I believe we're going to match, right? The first $1,000?
I don't know.
Yeah.
Are we?
Yeah.
Great.
Each? Like $2,000?
Whatever. At this point, I've completely lost.
Whatever?
I thought.
What do you mean, whatever?
I thought. Can I just go back to putting?
It's something we're doing as a show. We're in on this.
I know, but can we get out on this, and I could just go back to putting my picture on the side of my car
No, because
like
it's
Jake
for
did?
the Special Olympics, and you're going to look like a total douche if you back out.
I forget them. Let's be honest. They're fine. They're fine. I've seen it. They do great without us.
All right, so sign up and be a part of something cool, and also witness Klein lose his shame. I mean, gain shame.
Lose dignity. That's what you're looking for.
Yeah.
Anyway, details are up there. I mean, I could give out this whole link now, but it's aggressive. So just go to our socials, Klein Alley Show, if you want to be a part of this thing. And we'll March 29th. That'll be my humiliation day on March 29th, and it will be officially time to pay off the forced resolution.
Are you going to do anything to train and get your body used to the cold?
I probably should. That's a good point you bring up. I wasn't thinking about that. I mean, that lake.
Maybe just like sit in the freezer section at Costco for a little bit.
I do love that freezer section at Costco, but not this time. Usually in the summer, that's when I go. What is the lake at Big Bear currently? What's the temperature of that lake? It's got to be freezing or below. They had a ton of snow this weekend because we were getting rain.
Yes. Oh, yeah. I mean, if that eaglet didn't make it, you might not.
Oh, great. Allie, that's so messed up.
Okay,
People
sorry.
are so hurt about that thing. Anyway, that's the big announcement. So freeze your ass off with Klein Alley Show, Big Bear Polar Plunge, and raise some money for a good cause in the process. We get behind that always. You know that. We love this show has a big heart, big clogged heart.
Mm-hmm.
All right, we got to take a break. We'll be back in a moment. When we return, let's find out once and for all, is Vanessa a child? We're convinced that we
Once and
accidentally
for all.
we are convinced that we accidentally hired a child to work for us.
And if that's true, then Odyssey has a lot of explaining to
A
do.
lot of explaining. She looks like a child. She acts like a child. She was on multiple bounce houses in the last week.
One bounce house. Can't
But
let
how
it
many
go.
kid? But how many kid parties?
A cup.
You go to a lot of kids' birthday parties, and you don't
My
have.
friends have kids.
Yeah, but
I'm an aunt.
Yeah, but Vanessa, the way you talked about the stories here, you're going and doing all the activities
That's all
for the
I
kids.
got going, guys.
All right.
Stop hating.
Come back with that. Find out how old Vanessa really is. What is your actual age based on a scientific quiz we put together? We'll do that next.
It's KROQ Festival Fever. We're hooking you up with tickets to a different music festival every day this week. I got a fever all day today. Listen at 9, noon, 3, and 6 to win your way into When We Were Young, October 19th, Las Vegas Festival Grounds, featuring Return of Panic at the Disco, Blink 182, Weezer, The Offspring, Avril Lavigne, All Time Low.
It's not my weekend, but it's gonna be my year. He was a skater boy, she said, see you later, boy.
Bad Religion, Taking Back Sunday, The Used, and more.
I can't believe it. I just wanna break you down so badly.
Courtesy of Live Nation.
It's KROQ Festival Fever.
Keep listening to win.
K-Rock, Klein Alley Show. Every once in a while, even we outdo ourselves at K-Rock, and I'm surprised. And yes, we're giving away a trip to Barcelona to see The Offspring. You'll have your first chance to get on that standby list in about 30 minutes. But right now, Deftones will be at the Kia Forum this Thursday, and one lucky winner will not only get a pair of tickets to that show, you will also get to meet the band, score a VIP merch bundle, and that will be some life-changing stuff. And we decided, because we're not all great singers on this show, Allie's a good singer. That's why she does the national anthems and stuff at the big events.
That's right. I just got rejected from another major sporting corporation.
No, did you really?
Oh, yeah.
Who rejected you?
Hockey.
Oh, the Kings?
Yeah.
They passed?
Oh, yeah. They said, send me a video of your last couple of performances, and I sent it, and then they said, sorry, we're all booked up.
Oh, man. That's crazy. I thought you were going to get it on that one.
Yeah, I think it's 2 years in a row now that I've been rejected, so maybe I'll keep the streak going.
Yeah, let's go. Meanwhile,
Rejection is my only streak.
And that's a good voice you got. I mean, Allie actually has good pipes. Meanwhile, Vanessa has sung songs like this before on the radio.
I'm lost in these memories, leaving behind my own illusion. Lost.
Now, that was after she had some dental work done, so she was all numbed up. That was during Numb That Tune. But we decided, because we've got these Deftones tickets to give you, let's do something called Tone Deaf for Deftones. And the argument around here was that I and Vanessa are the two most tone deaf people on the show. So today it's her time to sing, and she will attempt to do some songs. And if you figure out what song she's attempting to do, well, just like that, we'll write your name down. One of you will get yourself some tickets to go to the Deftones, and it could just possibly be the person that gets to meet the band. So, Vanessa, you decided to go into another studio and record these songs.
Yeah, because live, I would have really, really sucked. Like, I wouldn't have been able to do the lyrics clearly.
Now, I want to point out that all of the songs that she got to pick from are currently on a list of the world's least favorite and most popular karaoke songs. So understand, when you go to any karaoke bar, you probably will hear people do these songs, and yet the general public hates these songs because they are overdone and they are done poorly.
And though they are probably songs that are familiar to you, they may be tougher to guess than you might imagine, simply because of the way Vanessa sings them. I did get a chance to preview them a little bit, and they are
terrible.
Good.
The only way I want to hear these songs from now on.
So, Colin, we'll start with you in Thousand Oaks. We'll give 4 people an opportunity to hopefully get the song correct that Vanessa is singing. And Colin, here we go. This is song number 1. It's Tone Deaf for Deftones. Here is your song.
I see a little stiletto of a man, Sharakushmushi, Sakaramushi.
Okay, how do you even say that?
Hold
word,
on,
first of all?
hold on. Let him have a chance to get the song. Do you know? Do you know
that
that?
fandango, Thunderbolt and Lily?
Any guesses?
Colin?
Oh man, I have no idea.
Oh.
Very, very frightened me. Galileo, 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 Galileo. Figaro Magnifico, but I'm just a poor boy.
All right, well.
There's no breaks or pauses. It just keeps going.
I know the song. I know what song.
I just heard this on Friday night.
Yeah, because you were at the karaoke place.
Yeah.
And everyone says, "Oh, let's do some Bohemian Rhapsody. Let's go ahead and light the world on fire, recreate that fine scene from Wayne's World." But no one has ever performed it quite like this.
I see a little stiletto of a man, Sarakushmushi, Sakaramushi. Do that fandango, Thunderbolt and Lily.
Do the fandango, everyone.
Very, very frightened me. Galileo, 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 Galileo. Figaro Magnifico, but I'm just a poor boy.
Okay, great.
Nobody loves me.
Oh.
He's just a poor boy. Poor family.
That's beautiful. All right, that guy got us wrong. Sorry, Colin. Moving on.
I like how you tried to do the other voice. He's just a poor boy.
Christina, you should know this. As we were doing Tone Deaf for Deftones, just by putting up with this, you very possibly could get some tickets to the Deftones. In fact, if no one gets theirs right, we'll just turn this into a caller 20 situation.
Great.
So we go down to...
No, I think we should just make Vanessa sing more songs until someone gets it.
Woodland Hills. Christina, did you know that first one while listening on hold or no?
Yes.
You did?
You did.
All right. These are all songs that are on lists of songs that everyone hates hearing at karaoke, but we gave Vanessa a shot because she is one of the most tone-deaf people on the show. And song number 2 starts now. Here we go.
Nibbling on sponge cake. Watching the sun bake. All those stories covered with oil. Strumming my 6 strings on my forearm perch swing. Smell those shrimp there beginning to boil.
All right, Christina.
Yeah.
What song was Vanessa attempting to do there?
I have no idea.
Oh, man, that's not good. That's 0 for 2 to start. This one I actually know only because the lyrics are kind of well known. But let me hear, did she ever get to the good part of it? Or
Wasting away again in Margaritaville. Searching for my last shaker of salt. Some people claim that there's a woman to blame, but I know it's nobody's fault.
Oh, my God.
Nice.
All right.
Okay, that was terrible.
All right.
I know it's nobody's fault.
You're just joining us. This is Tone Deaf for Deftones, proving that Vanessa truly is tone deaf. And those were by the way, two of the probably most iconic, most sung songs in the world, Margaritaville and Bohemian Rhapsody. And people that have heard those songs a million times are still going, I have no idea.
I know. So
Zero
I guess we
idea.
got to make this even easier.
All right, we're going to make it easier then. We'll say hi to Colton in Pasadena. Colton, welcome to Tone Deaf for Deftones. Hopefully you win some tickets to see the Deftones on Thursday at the Kia Forum. Here we go. Colton, did you get the last one while on hold?
No, I got the first one.
All right, here we go.
You sound so not confident.
Here is your
No.
song. This is Vanessa, Tone Deaf for Deftones, and here we go.
Never made it as a wise man. I couldn't cut it as a poor man stealing. Tired of living like a bling man. I'm sick of sight without a sense of feeling. And this is how you remind me. This is how you remind me of what I really am. This is how you remind me
Colton.
of what I really am. It's not you who say sorry.
All right.
I was waiting on a different story.
All right,
this
thank you.
time I'm mistaken for handling you a heart worth of breaking.
Colton, please tell me you know that song.
Yeah. I do know that song.
Go ahead.
How You Remind Me by Nickelback.
There you go.
How You Remind Me by Nickelback.
That is, to be honest, one of the finest versions of that Nickelback song that anyone has ever heard.
I've been wrong. I've been down. Been to the bottom of every bottle.
Oh,
There's
man.
5 words in my head scream. Are we having fun yet?
No.
No.
I think we need a karaoke night.
No, we're not.
He said, are you having fun yet? And then she goes,
Yet. no.
Colton got his right. We'll give Melissa a chance. If Melissa gets hers as well, it'll be a 50-50. Once again, it's tone deaf for Deftones. This is the final song as performed by Vanessa.
All right, here we go. Ready?
Love can touch us one time and last for a lifetime and never let go till we're gone.
All right, Melissa.
My heart will go on for you, Vanessa.
There you go.
Beautiful. Well done. It's a beautiful song. And Vanessa's...
Love was when I loved you. One true time I hold you.
I love how she laughs in the middle of the song.
Man. All right, Allie.
So great.
Two got theirs correct. Melissa, Colton, pick one of the names at random, and we will determine who will be going to the Deftones.
All right, congrats to Melissa. You win.
Melissa! You're going to go see the Deftones
And Mars Volta.
Thursday night with Mars Volta, and your name is going to be written down here with a good chance we tell you you'll be meeting the band and getting a VIP merch bundle as well, all right?
Oh, my God. Thank you so much.
Thank you for starting it. Thank you, Vanessa. A little tone deaf for deaf. Oh, okay.
Far,
Oh, boy.
wherever you are.
About to get to the bottom of a mystery, not only here on the show, but also in your life as well. Sometimes you say, it's weird because in theory I'm 30. It says I'm 30 years old, but I don't feel 30 and I feel like I don't act 30. And there's some people that act way older than they are and live a life way older than they should be. And there's some people that quite the opposite, live much younger. Vanessa has been telling us a lot of things lately off the air that make us concerned, also because of how she looks physically, her height, and everything else, that
Well,
we
if
may...
she was to wear just like some pigtails to
Oh,
like Disneyland.
She was holding a giant lollipop and pigtails that she'd just walk right into Disneyland without a ticket any day of the week. No questions asked.
3 under 3, come on in.
Come on in. I mean, and then she tells us stuff that happens off the air, and we're like, we think maybe we've been fleeced and we have hired a child. And you do hear these stories once in a while of like a person that happened to be 30 but looked young, went back to junior high or something, and the school has like some splaining to do.
Hilarious.
Yeah, because it's always a weird thing when it happens. And then there was the curious case of Natalia Grace.
Yes,
Some family
ongoing.
thought they adopted a young child, only to realize they adopted a 30-year-old.
Yeah.
It happens both ways, though. So we've got a quiz we put together. It's scientific by nature. Everyone's welcome to play along. You can keep your own score, and we'll figure out what age you actually are versus what age you think you are. Because I think a lot of people go, birth certificate says I'm 35. Birth certificate says I was born in 83, so that's my age. But the reality is, they say age is just a number, and I think based on how you live your life, like Postmaster Johnny, his meal of choice, if you were to take him to any restaurant, the finest restaurant in the world, he'd say, "Where's your mac and cheese?"
Mhm.
Which would automatically...
Mac and cheese and
chicken tenders, which would automatically shave a few years off of his actual age.
Or he eats very simply as well. Like my kid's 3, and he will eat just peanut butter, and Johnny will eat just peanut butter. He'll bring it as his lunch. But I also think with Vanessa, there might be some kind of a thing where when she left Colombia and came into America, maybe they changed her age for some kind of reason. Some people have a discrepancy when they get into the United States. So there's a possibility, Vanessa, that you think you're your age, but you're not.
Yeah, you could be like 14 or something.
I am my age, guys. I'm 34. I know you guys are jealous. You don't look young. I'm sorry.
Oh, damn.
Jesus.
Or you guys look your age. My bad.
Here we go.
It's okay. It's her teen angst.
Just rebelling. These teenagers.
are so bitchy.
She's all hormonal and stuff. Must be the proactive.
We're going to take away your driver's license.
Hey, Vanessa, keep comments like that. You're grounded in that studio. All right, everyone get out your pen. We're going to start. Everyone's going to start at the age of 30. And you'll be adding or subtracting years based on the following.
We get to start at 30?
Everyone gets to start at 30.
Love it.
Subtract 5 years. For every time recently you've ordered from a kid's menu. Subtract 5 years from every time recently you've ordered from a kid's menu for yourself, by the way, not for a child.
Not ordering for
Happy
them and then
Meal,
eating their food.
Kid, you went to Chipotle, got the kids' meal. Subtract 5 years.
Okay.
Vanessa, you order off the kids' menu a lot?
No.
Okay.
Come on, you do it at Chipotle.
I have a good taste. Good palate, guys.
Add 2 years currently if your knee or your hip are bothering you right now. Add 2 years. Oh,
Allie has to add 6 for that.
Allie's got to add 6 for all the hips.
Yeah.
A lot of hips.
Wait, we have to add 2 for
2
each ailment?
Add 2 years. Yeah, I guess if it's knee and hip, add 4. If your knee or hip are bothering you, add 4.
Both knees and a hip.
All right.
Add 3 years. This is a question about going to Trader Joe's. Add 3 years if you pay. Subtract 3 years if they offer you stickers at checkout. And subtract 10 years if you ride in the shopping cart.
Wait.
Vanessa,
Wait, what was the first one? Add
Too much math, brother. Hold on.
Add 3 years if you pay for yourself, if you pay. Subtract 3 years if they offer you stickers when you check out. And subtract 10 years if you actually ride in the cart instead of push the cart. Vanessa,
We have one of the little customer and training flags.
do you
on
get
it?
offered stickers at Trader Joe's checkout, Vanessa, for yourself?
Never have I been offered stickers, and I'm jealous.
Yeah, but what about your lolly? They give you a lolly sometimes if you're a really good customer.
Really?
You do?
Yeah, they have lollipops.
Subtract 5 years if one of your favorite shows is a cartoon.
Oh.
Subtract 5 years if one of your favorite shows is a cartoon.
Does New Girl count as a cartoon?
No, that's coming up, don't worry.
Okay.
Add 10 years to your age if you feel that you have complained a lot about getting called or text too late. If you've ever used the phrase, oh my God, I can't believe they're texting, it's too late, or called too late, add 10 years to your current age.
I mean, Vanessa goes to bed at like 7:30.
Right. No,
That's literally the same bedtime as my kid.
If Vanessa got a call at 8:30, she would be like, "What?
Do you know what time
the
it
nerve
is?"
of these people." We're trying to figure out right now what is your actual age versus what your legal age is. Very different. Add 5 years. Vanessa, you keep it up. You keep it up. With, what is your current age right now at this point? I'm just curious. We started.
I'm old. 48.
What?
Hold on.
48.
There's no way
That cannot be right.
No way
This is right.
There's no way you're doing the math.
Hurts. My knee hurts.
Okay.
I pay for my own groceries because I'm a grown-ass woman.
Right.
And if someone calls me late, I'm going to be mad.
That's a shame. All right.
Because you're waking up my teddy.
Add 5 years if you didn't buy Girl Scout cookies because of your cholesterol. But subtract 5 years if you sold Girl Scout cookies because you want to have a sleepover at the aquarium. All right? Moving on.
Man, a sleepover at the aquarium sounds fun, though, right, Vanessa?
Actually, yeah.
Yeah.
Subtract 7 years if you still go to an arcade for fun.
Oh.
Add 3 years if you go to Home Goods for fun.
Wait.
Oh, boy. Vanessa, what's your age currently now?
We have to do a quick math. Hold on. I need a calculator.
Are you getting Social Security yet?
If you've ever used the phrase, I have to do a quick math, subtract 5 more years.
Okay, I'm at 49.
How is that possible?
Can't be right.
All right,
I don't know how you'd get that number.
Subtract 1 year for every juice box you've consumed in the last month.
Oh. Vanessa, do you get the juice boxes at Trader Joe's?
No. Do you guys get the boxes? The juice boxes? Johnny?
Johnny loves the juice box. Slams those things.
I actually had 2 just this last week.
Yeah, by choice. And he's not even around, right? He's not even around kids.
But he needs help with the straw.
He does need help with the straw. Can't get it out.
It went in the box.
Johnny could be -6 by the time we get done with this quiz.
I'd be like 12 right now.
Subtract 5 years if you've ever used the phrase Scaramucci, Scaramouche.
Sarakushmushi, Sakaramushi.
All right. Coming back down, Vanessa.
Subtract 5 years if you ever said that. That's baby talk, clearly. All right, that's like Goo Goo Gaga.
That's babble.
Right, it's babble.
Yeah.
Add 5 years if you've ever been anxious before opening a utility bill.
Oof. That came flooding.
That's Johnny.
Thank you, Vanessa. All right, we're almost done.
The kid loves the dad jokes.
All right. Add 6 years if you've ever used the phrase back in my day.
Or like I remember when.
Yeah,
like same
variation
type
of that.
How much do you add?
6.
Oh, so many.
Minus 2 years if you love hot dogs.
Oh.
Subtract 2.
I love the hot dog.
Woo!
And
What are you at now, Vanessa?
53.
Oh,
damn!
There's no way that's possible. You cannot be that much
When I
older.
show you my math, you're gonna see it.
All right.
We sure are.
And subtract 53 years for every bounce house you've been on recently, Vanessa.
Stop it.
All right, Vanessa, you claim, that's the end of the quiz. So, Vanessa, you claim that your current, by this scientific quiz, you claim that your current age, even though your real age is 34, you believe that you act and
33.
operate. 33. You believe you act and operate like a 53-year-old.
Well, according to this quiz, I'm 53.
Yeah, but also you go to kids' birthday parties on a regular basis.
None of those were questions on the quiz. I could have subtracted 10.
But also, she learned to crochet recently.
And that's
Right.
a grandma
That's
activity.
plus 40.
Yeah, that should be plus 40. But Vanessa, true or false, you bumped the birthday kid out of the way to get the front seat of the cake.
I mean, I'm in the front because I can't see in the back.
Right.
510 said, I am convinced Vanessa is really just 3 kids in a trench coat.
That's possible. That
She'd be taller.
That could be.
She would be tall.
That could be the
It's definitely
solution.
only 2 kids.
Who had the highest age out of this?
I mean, I guess Vanessa.
Vanessa, that's crazy.
What? Were you guys honest with yourselves?
You know what we should have realized? We didn't take into account the fact that kids can't do math.
Oh, yeah.
So there's a good chance Vanessa has no idea what her score actually
Yeah.
is. All right? Isn't that a strong
My
possibility?
age is candy bar.
All right, well, Vanessa, you still somehow win this. We've hired a child to work here somehow.
I got 36.
Allie, look at you
I'm
moving in the right
younger. Woo.
direction. That's good stuff right there.
Oh, my knee.
Don't move too quickly.
Oh.
It's Lola Young, speaking of Young on KROQ. KROQ, we are Klein Alley Show. Thanks for hanging out on this St. Patty's Day Monday. I want to point out that according to the text line, a lot of people that took that quiz along with us, 323 said, my final number was 34, and I will be 33 in a week. So this quiz is 100% scientific.
Wow.
That's pretty good. Can't argue with those results.
I can't believe there were such tailored questions to Vanessa, too. I mean, this scientific method includes Scaramucci questions?
Well, that is part of the method, Allie. You cannot argue with the method because clearly if it worked for one person that got close to their age, it is a scientific quiz for sure. Leo on KROQ, good morning.
Hey, good morning, guys.
What's up?
Hey, just want to say hi. My daughter here with me. She wanted to call in and say hi to you guys, too.
Oh, wonderful.
Great.
Well,
Hello.
give her our best. Can she speak or?
Yeah.
Hi.
Hi.
You want a finger paint on Klein?
No, that's the noise of nausea.
Okay.
Do you want to do a play date with Vanessa this weekend? Okay, hold on. We'll set that up. Hold on one second.
We'll give you both some tokens for the claw machine.
Yeah, you guys can have it. Thank you for listening to the show. Remember last week, Allie, it ended with this woman who was very mad at us?
Hey, you f***ing idiot. You f***ing moron. You f***ing failed comedian. I hope you burn in hell. And you will burn in hell, you f***ing asshole.
So that was a woman that's not a fan of the show. I should have probably warned the kid to turn down the radio before we played that. But, well, anyway, lucky for us, Allie.
She's just crying in the car now.
I thought I have a play date with Vanessa and I had to hear a woman yell at them. We did get a message from our favorite drinkers on the show, the Bud Light Bros, and they wanted to defend our honor. Not that we necessarily need that, but it's always nice to hear that some people understand that what the show is actually about.
What's up, Klein? And it's the Bud Light Bros. Real quick, just want to say, F that lady. Yeah. The lady that said she ain't going to listen no more. Man, we say good riddance. Clearly, she doesn't understand the comedic aspect of the show. As beaners ourselves, we understand the context.
What did they say? As beaners ourselves? Is that what they said?
You say it.
That says beers.
As beaners ourselves.
As beers.
We...
We have formed into beers.
They have drank so much beer that they now identify as beer.
We are.
As beers
Bud Light.
ourselves. They really are. I mean, I bet you if they were to like break down their blood, it has got to be more beer than actual blood at this point.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, they're drinking 34 Bud Lights each a day.
I think if they stopped at this point, they would die.
As beaners ourselves, we understand the context and got your backs 100%. By the way, Benny Juana sounds delicious. People need to remember.
That's Allie's impression of Benny Juana.
Oh.
People need to remember jokes are jokes.
Jokes are jokes. That's right. Jokes are jokes.
Anytime you guys go to live events and we're there, just know Bud Light Bros got your back.
All right.
Y'all don't need to worry because we've seen the security guards at most events. And they are smarter than us. Anyhow, hashtag grow the show.
Thank you.
Man, y'all already know. Bud Light Bros. It is what it is. We love you guys. For real. Sweet divots.
Those guys drink
They have
a
so
lot.
many sign-offs.
They did so many. It's too many.
It is what it is. You're up
That
for
message.
life.
Next time, work this in, guys.
There you
Yeah,
go.
figure that out. All right, come on. Quick break, back with more show. We will tell you how you can score eggs, not just for a week, not just for a month, but for an entire year. That is what we are giving you today. Plus, Festival Fever is underway. If you want some Easter eggs to help you win eggs for a year, check out the live stream. We are currently on YouTube. Allie's holding up little clues that will let you know
very subtle.
when
Shut
you
up.
should listen to get yourself eggs for an entire year. Details coming up.
106.7 KROQ. KROQ.
Klein, Alley, Show.
Save on your favorite brands at
K-Rock, Klein Alley Show. Going to get into a brand new hour after your ADD news. Tell you exactly how you can score eggs for an entire year. The most valuable prize we've ever given out. We've given away cars and trips, but I don't think there's any more valuable prize right now in the entire world than eggs for a year. All the omelets you damn well please. We'll give you all them details and how you can win those eggs. Sorry, we've been drinking during the show today.
What the hell?
Oh, man. I just threw back the rest of that
Swallowed your own
whiskey.
spit? What happened?
I didn't realize.
You have drinking that
A lot.
Oh, wow.
A lot. It's all gone now. I drank all of it. So
Fine.
now
Are you okay?
Yeah, well, we got 2 hours left. Vanessa, once again, in my head, told me it was 8:30, or she said it was almost 9 o'clock. So I convinced myself to drink more because I thought we only had an hour left to show.
I know, and then we had to explain where the big hand and the little hand and how it makes time.
She knew how the clock worked. So we got all backed up. We lost an hour of the show somehow, and now we're back at it.
Yeah,
So
our clock doesn't have a smiley face on it, so it's hard to tell the difference.
K-Rock, hello.
Hello,
Hi, who's this?
Elena.
Elena, hold on. Let's get Vanessa in here. Vanessa, get in here for a second. Come on in here. I know. Come on in. Hold on. Are you calling for Vanessa?
Yeah.
All right, go ahead. Vanessa, hi. You have someone on the phone for you.
Hi. My name is Elena, and I think if we have a play date, I could show you some cheerleading moves because I'm a cheerleader.
That sounds so fun. I actually used to be a cheerleader, so that could be fun. But I think my schedule is really busy with like old grown-up stuff.
Even she didn't believe that.
She knows you're lying.
All right, hold on. We'll set you guys up off the air so you can get together for a play date.
Okay.
Thank you. All right, have fun. Thanks for calling, Elena.
You're welcome.
A lot of kids.
Bye.
Bye. A lot of kids calling for play dates with you, Vanessa.
Yay, I'm so excited. I love kids.
Yes, I am one.
Grab your Adderall. It's time for ADD News.
Phones are full of children that just want to hang out with Vanessa because we know that she's a child that actually works here.
But don't worry, she is a very full schedule of grown-up stuff.
Grown-up stuff, which is something that grown-ups say. That's not something kids say.
All right, Sunday morning while you were nursing a hangover or shoving pancakes in your mouth, someone else was running a marathon. 26,000 people ran the LA Marathon yesterday, and for the first time in 31 years, an American won. Matt Richmond. Ooh, now my alcohol is kicking in. USA! And it was only his second marathon. He ran it in 2 hours, 7 minutes, and 56 seconds, which was an impressive 3 minutes less than the second place winner, Athanas Kioko, who was Kenyan. Just for reference, the world record for the marathon, fastest marathon, is 2 hours, 35 seconds, set by a Kenyan. And the world record for women is 2 hours, 9 minutes, 56 seconds, also set by someone from Kenya.
It's always a Kenyan.
It is.
This is not it's not America's sport anymore, but I will say, because, that was roughly our time for the 5K. What, 2 hours? Is that what they said? 2 hours and what?
For a 5K?
Well, that's what we ran the 5K in, right?
It did not take 2 hours to run a 5K.
It was pretty close.
I think even after I was still within 1 year of having my baby.
When you wore the diaper.
Yeah, I wore the diaper. And I think even then I did it in like 40-something minutes.
No, you
Yeah.
were definitely north of an hour.
No, I was not.
I think you were.
No, I think it was like 47 minutes or something. Not a good time, but it definitely was not 2 hours.
Well, still, regardless.
But some people do take an hour to walk/run 3 miles. And
Right.
this guy ran 26.2 miles in just over 2 hours.
It's really, truly incredible. I wonder
Yeah.
if this guy's going to hit. That's only his second one, so now this guy could hit the marathon circuit because, every city's got a marathon. This guy
Yeah.
could just go marathon hopping. And I think if you're actually the winner, you can actually make some decent money doing that.
Well, he qualified. I think they said his time qualifies him for the U.S. Olympics. Like if he was going to
Really?
keep running and do it, in that sport of marathon running. But here's this for a gay sports highlight.
What a grinder. He is not afraid to hurt for a long time.
Ooh, that is gay. For sure.
And they said that he used to just, because he's from Montana, he would mainly just train on a treadmill. He wasn't even running outside most of the time.
Really?
Yeah.
What the hell?
Because the winters and stuff like that. And I think, because I went to his Instagram and he had posted about his first marathon back in October. So it has not been very long.
I've said this before, and I'll say it again. for everyone who's ever been stuck in L.A. marathon traffic, it's terrible, especially because people that aren't marathon people have no idea. It just shows up. You're like, what is it today? Marathon.
Yeah, you have to be one of those motorcycle cops that's running alongside the marathoners.
Right. I feel like they should just put a bunch of treadmills in a warehouse and let people battle it out and forget about this closing down the streets.
There's room
nonsense.
at my YMCA.
Yeah, go to Allie's YMCA, get a bunch of gyms to join in.
But there is a 30-minute limit.
Bunch of people that have to run faster, but just get it done. Because it does seem like for all of us non-marathon people, which is most of us, it is more annoying.
What's sad is that I am so unaware that they've literally cleaned it all up before I even am out and about. And then they're
makes
like,
makes you feel really good about your life that they've already run a marathon and cleaned it up, and you're still like, time to go out for breakfast.
But just remember, if you feel bad about yourself, a lot of the marathoners crap their pants and then keep running.
Some do, the real ones.
So you're not running with crap in your pants. Just remember that.
Hey, Vanessa, try to get this guy on our show. I'd love to talk to him. The first USA winner of the LA Marathon in over 30 years.
Of the thingy, the run thing.
Oh, the run thing. I wasn't doing that.
All right, we try to help couples with their petty arguments every week with Petty Claims Court, but there is another place that people are turning to for advice, and that would be ChatGPT. And I just say, from experience, wouldn't recommend it because ChatGPT can be wrong. If it doesn't know about Carey Mulligan's Oscars, how can it know about whether or not you should get back with your ex? But people are creating their own ChatGPT therapists, and they're basically setting up the AI tool to respond according to their relationship and the prompts that they're using to offer supportive statements, ask open-ended questions, and of course, because it's a robot, they're going to be not judgmental. They're going to be a neutral third party, and people will trust ChatGPT's advice over a friend's advice, a parent's advice, etc.
I fear for myself.
You're right, dude.
No.
Jesus.
The whiskey hit me really hard.
Can we get some food for Klein?
I'm good.
Wise. Next story.
I do. Allie, in all seriousness, I understand now how easily it is to get duped by the robots.
Okay.
The robots are getting pretty realistic in the conversations. I was texting someone in quote I thought customer service about an issue, and then I realized after like my 13th minute having a conversation with this person that it was not a person at all. And
really?
And it was AI. And they were damn good. And like
really?
Even responding to me by name, but also throwing in little subtleties where I was like, all right, so this is a person. And then finally they just said, I will try to get a human on to help you moving forward. And I was like, what the hell have I been talking to for the last? And it was 10 minutes of that.
Damn,
So
you're a sucker.
I'm a sucker.
Well, you were the one who had that back and forth with that person that you thought was real, and they were definitely a sex bot.
That was a real woman.
You were like, she thinks I'm so funny.
That was a real woman. That was not a sex bot.
She's like, I'm still laughing about that joke you told.
Yeah, that was a real woman. That
about
time.
facing the wrong way in the elevator.
All right, whatever. She was real.
All right. Overall, they say crime in LA is down. There are less violent crimes and less murders, which means that we can finally go back to talking about funny crimes like this one.
The masked weirdo calls herself the Box Demon.
I love it.
Here she is.
It's 4:22 in the morning, and this creep is ringing a total stranger's doorbell.
I am the Box Demon.
The masked weirdo calls herself the Box Demon.
She's great.
I am the Box Demon.
The so-called Box Demon walks up to the porch carrying a cardboard box and drops it at the door.
And by the way, the box has nothing in it. It's kind of a bummer because if you think about all the porch pirates out there, it'd be nice if someone had a reverse crime where they leave something valuable on your porch.
I believe this box is a gift for you.
The mysterious woman's mask is made from a paper plate decorated with flower petals.
Great.
And Vanessa helped her.
Love everything about this.
By the way, the box the stranger left was empty, and there's some good news for Natalie and her mom. Police just announced they have tracked down the so-called Box Demon, and she poses no further threat to the community.
No further.
It's great. Not that she had a threat at all.
The Box Demon will return!
Allie, isn't that the equivalent of a black belt in the lesbian community, the Box Demon?
Yeah,
that's as good as it gets. That's the highest tier you get to.
Your box will be lost.
We get into a brand new hour of the show right now, and this truly will be the hour to change your life forever as we give you the most valuable prize in the history of radio.
Klein Alley Show.
106.7 KROQ FM in HD Pasadena, Los Angeles, Orange County. This is the world famous KROQ.
Good morning and welcome to your St. Paddy's Day Monday. If you're wondering why the show sounds different today, it's because we are intoxicated. At least I am, because we thought it would be a good idea to start drinking whiskey with our coffee in the 6 o'clock hour. And here we are now. Thought we were in the final hour of the show because Vanessa, the child in charge over here, told us that it was already almost 9 o'clock. So we threw a few more drinks back and then realized we were an hour off. So
you
here
were
we
trying
are.
to pace yourself.
I was trying to pace. I said starting at 9, I'll start really throwing them back to celebrate the day.
Yeah, but you know what my advice would be to anybody who's a rookie out here is you start hard. Don't go easy and go, I'm going to start with a beer. I'm going to start with... No. Go right in. Just start with the hard stuff, get as messed up as you can, and then you let it taper. Then you eat something, then you hydrate, and then it kind of tapers off, and I think it helps your hangover, too.
We got lots to get to this morning on the show. You picked the right day to listen to KROQ. For starters, it's festival fever. It is the one contagious ailment going around that you want to catch. Lots of cool festivals happening, and today we will get you into When We Were Young in Vegas. That's coming up at 9 o'clock. Your chance to get into all the festivals, 9, noon, 3, and 6. Every day new festivals. Just keep listening to KROQ for your chance to win. And that's a great prize and all. And I would argue that the prize we have to tell you about after this My Chem song is even better. And that is enough eggs to get you through the entire year. We wanted to do this. We said, what do people want that they're sick and tired of paying way too much money for? It's eggs. Eggs for eating, eggs for throwing.
Man, you're going to have a 3-egg omelet every morning.
Every goddamn morning. We will not quit until you all explode from cholesterol, and we will give you the details if you want to win eggs for a year from Klein Alley's show, and that is happening just after this on KROQ. Show. It's a drinking show today because it's St. Paddy's Day. That's the story we're going to go with. We're going to stick with it, and instantly we are going to make your life better because eggs have gotten super expensive, and we're sick and tired of people bitching about how expensive they are. So let's go ahead and hook up our listeners with enough eggs to last them the entire year.
Egg prices are still sky high. Eggs are about double the price from January of 2024.
Eggs are so valuable right now, some thieves are even starting to steal them by the tens of thousands.
The country's egg crisis reaching new heights.
All of the eggs were gone. A couple of times I went, the shelf was empty. And then the price is high, but, we need eggs.
I'm going to be eggless.
Eggs for a year!
The most valuable prize we've ever given out on KROQ, and I would argue in the history of the world. You know, when you hear about those Powerball winners that win $50 million, you say that's pretty sweet. But I'm going to tell you right now, the current climate, nothing better than winning eggs for an entire year. And, Allie, you know, we wanted to make this happen. The sales department at KROQ worked hard to figure out, and I believe we have a great partner that is helping us give these away because we don't have access to this many eggs.
No, Safeway Vaughn's Pavilions, they have stepped it up, and they've said, hey, we feel it. We understand that it's been tough out there, so we want to help you get eggs for a year, and they're helping us kick it off with a dozen eggs a day.
A dozen a day. You listen for the sound of the chicken with bird flu. And I don't know what that will be. Omar's got a bunch of different sounds of what he believes chickens with bird flu would sound like. They're usually clips of Allie and I making weird noises. When you hear the chicken with bird flu, it'll happen randomly sometime between now and when we get out of here. Call us up, caller 12. You will instantly score yourself a dozen eggs. And
cuz.
You will get a cuz. And then, of course, on Friday, one of the winners of the dozen will get themselves eggs for an entire year. That is a lot of goddamn eggs.
Yeah,
Do
and
whatever
I'm
you want with them.
currently putting up another hint on the YouTube live
Yeah, if you want more information as to when you may hear, so you're not forced to listen to this entire show, because why would you want to? And Omar is going to give you a few examples now of what a chicken with bird flu would potentially sound like. That could be a chicken with bird flu. We're not sure. It could be that. That sounds a little bit more like it. That sounds like that's a weird one, but these are all different noises.
These are all things that we've done. I'm
anyway,
not sure why.
Listen for any combination.
Hey, I'm looking the Wakanda.
Maybe not that one.
I don't know. Happy St. Patrick's Day.
When you hear the chicken with bird flu at random, could happen during a song, could happen during a commercial, could happen at any time between now and when we get out of here. Be caller 12, 800-520-1067. Or score yourself a cuz, and potentially eggs for an entire year. We will be giving away those eggs for the year by Friday, so be ready to be flush with eggs. Allie's putting up a clue right now. Easter eggs all over the live stream. If you want additional clues, check us out on
Her
YouTube.
clue makes me more confused.
I know what that means.
Well, you said it was too easy.
I know
and so I'm trying to make it in a little equation. You have to figure out the equation to know the exact time.
So anyway, that'll be happening later. Omar, don't play any more of those sounds, because the next time they hear a chicken with bird flu is when you should call us at 800-520-1067 and score yourself the most valuable prize in the history of radio, eggs for a year, which is great. Very excited about that.
I know. I wish I could have eggs for a year. Doesn't that sound great? I went to Trader Joe's over the week, like on Friday, because I was picking up booze for the weekend. And I was like, while I'm here, I got to get eggs. And then I went back on Sunday to do actual grocery shopping, and I did not even need eggs anymore. And I was like, I got to get eggs.
Well, they do. Also, if you go try to check out a couple places I've tried to check out, if you don't even have eggs, they're like, hey, by the way, you might want to get the eggs. And I'm going, is everyone in on this? It feels like at some point I'm being bamboozled or something.
Like they're persuading you to get eggs when you don't really want them or need them.
But they're usually right. I'm like, you know what, you're right. I do need eggs. More often than not, when I'm responsible for the shopping, it's a bunch of things I didn't need that I get, and then I check out, and the people even ringing me out are going, is this guy like planning on supporting a family with this? Because it's not going to work.
Or when they start going, I didn't even know we had those. And you're like, all right, fine.
I thought this company went out of business for lead poisoning. I'm like, well, I bought 3 of them, so that's how it's going to be.
My wife used to drink smoothies every morning. Every morning it was just a fruit smoothie. And now the last month, she's like, I think I'm going to start doing eggs every morning. I was like, why now? Why this
because
time?
People want, everyone wants what they can't have. And also now it's a flex. Now any post you have of buying eggs, making something with eggs, your sweet egg breakfast, it's all just a flex. It's no different than anyone, posing by like a sports car or something, trying to show, like, hey, life's going good for me. That's what eggs have become. We're
Posed by a chicken coop, hot.
That's going to make, it's going to be the greatest thing we've ever done. Today is St. Paddy's Day, and as a result, Jake was very busy talking to people that were out drinking to give advice on how you cannot be an amateur on this St. Paddy's Day. So listen closely to some words of wisdom from full-time drunks about you if you're planning on drinking during the day today.
What's your name?
Renee.
Renee from where?
Burbank, California.
Would you consider yourself a heavy drinker?
Absolutely.
Do you have any advice for St. Patrick's Day rookies?
Yes. For one, take an Uber. For two, don't be alarmed the following day when you go pee and it's green in the toilet from all the dye. because it happened to me, and I thought I was dying.
What? Is that
abducted
true?
by an alien.
Yeah, that is an absolute fact.
You pee green?
Yeah, if you drink all that green beer, you kind of forget. And then the next day, you sober up and you go to the bathroom, you're like, oh my God, what's going on with my body?
Oh my God. So I remember that happened to me when I ate beets one time. I was like, what the hell is going on?
That's good. Add 5 years to your age chart for that sentence, Allie. That's good advice from that person. Here's another person that wants to give you some advice if you plan on doing some drinking. These are all real full-time drinkers that are giving advice for any of you rookies drinking today.
Do you have any advice for St. Patrick's Day rookies?
Don't drink and drive. Hey, and don't overindulge, because just because you're 21 doesn't mean you got to be stupid.
That's good advice right there.
I think that's the definition of being 21.
Just because you're 21 doesn't mean you have to be stupid, according to that guy.
That's when you make all your mistakes.
More advice from full-time drunks throughout the show today. It should make you give you a crystal clear St. Patty's Day. The advice should have been that we shouldn't have drank while we were doing the radio show. That would have been good advice, but too late for that because there's no take-backs now. Coming up in a moment, because today is the day you're supposed to celebrate luck. We want to hear from you. How many times have you gotten lucky in your life? What is your actual number? People say it doesn't matter. You can be with one person your entire life, like DJ Omar Khan, who married his high school sweetheart.
His number is 1.
His number's 1, and he's proud of it. And in some ways, I kind of feel like that's a bit of a flex these days.
Yeah, but I think now people have higher numbers and are definitely not ashamed.
What is your number? How many times have you gotten lucky? No judgment. Just want to get actual scientific answers when we get back on this St. Patty's Day. Klein Alley show continues next.
It's KROQ Festival Fever. We're hooking you up with tickets to a different music festival every day this week. I got a fever all day today. Listen at 9, noon, 3, and 6 to win your way into When We Were Young, October 19th, Las Vegas Festival Grounds, featuring the return of Panic at the Disco, Blink 182, Weezer, The Offspring, Avril Lavigne, All Time Low. It's not my weekend, but it's gonna be my year. He was a skater boy, she said see you later boy. Bad Religion, Taking Back Sunday, The Used, and more. I can't believe it. I just wanna break you down so badly. Courtesy of Live Nation.
It's KROQ Festival Fever.
Keep listening to win.
Need an accident attorney by your side.
I don't think I did the right thing. Can you tell me, Allie, as a woman?
No.
No. Vanessa, can you tell me as a woman when you like being a handshake presented to you versus a hug presented to you?
Personally, I hate hugs. Like, I do them, but I hate them, so handshake is fine.
That makes me so happy that you hate
But it all
hugs.
depends on who it is, right?
Okay.
Yeah, if it's a family member, if I must.
Oh my God! Wow.
If you
what
must.
about your mom?
No, I'm getting used to hugging her.
Oh my God. 30-something years?
I'm awkward. No, but I think a handshake is a good thing.
Yesterday.
I hate handshakes.
Yeah, I agree.
Really?
I'm with Omar.
I'm a fist bump.
Oh, I hate
fist bump
bumps.
is kind of douche.
I don't care.
Kinda
dude.
douchey.
I don't want to shake your hand, especially after COVID. I am out on the handshake. And if somebody does come in for a hug, I do a half hug.
Oh my gosh, that's me.
See, I think the hug, even though it feels like it's maybe more intimate in the sense you're kind of grinding bodies against each other, you're not. There's no skin-on-skin contact. You got potentially up to 4 layers of clothing separating you, so really it's not that intimate.
Yeah.
I asked the question because yesterday I picked up my kids on their last day of school. Final day of school, got them.
And you're like, I should probably hug them.
I should hug these children, but it's weird. No. I
did fist bump.
And the teachers give you like their bag of here's all their art and here's all their arts and crafts stuff you're going to throw out probably when you get home. And then you say, hey, just want to say thank you for da-da. And then I say, thank you for your service, you know. And then there's that moment where, and I noticed other parents, especially the moms that were picking up the kids, are giving the teachers hugs.
Are you serious?
Yeah,
That is strange. Just all overall, she's a teacher. Like I've never seen that happen at all.
I think there's like an emotion sometimes at the end of the year where I mean, look,
or it's the parent being like, "I'm so close with my son's teachers.
Oh God,
we hug."
I give my tip out of the hat and I'm out.
Yeah, I didn't really have like
I don't even handshake in that scenario.
I felt like it was usually it's just a wave and it's like
a wave.
Ali, I'm telling you, Klein goes to his kids go to some fancy boy school.
Public? Dude, it's not a fancy boy school. First of all, the girls.
No. LAUSD was at a school last year. Now,
last week.
Yesterday. Last week.
LAUSD public school, Omar.
Nah, you're going to some fancy boy school.
And anyone who had kids that are in kindergarten through fifth grade, yesterday was the last day. I talked to a lot of people there. A million districts.
No.
What are you talking about? You don't even know what you're saying. You're in a different district.
You were talking yesterday about tipping the teacher out like $50.
I know.
Hoity-toity school.
I said, what is the proper amount if you're going to give the teacher a thanks for the
20 tops, man.
That's what listen, the argument I made was...
you said 50.
Yeah, you said 50.
Your wife was even crazy. Like, what?
Yes.
She said
your wife tipped a furniture person $100 recently.
She didn't know. I told her, what are you doing? I said that was more than the piece of furniture they brought to the house. She's like, I didn't even know. She goes, I didn't have anything. All she had was $100.
All I have are hundreds.
She was back from Vegas. All she had was a $100 bill. Vegas makes it so you get screwed when you go to Vegas because all they do is give you hundreds. ATM, take out $200 in Vegas. They give you 200s.
Mm-hmm.
They don't give you 20s.
I mean, I guess if you pay for a fancy school, you should hug your teachers.
It's a free school.
Totally.
Free school. You're missing the point of the story. Do you hug or handshake if you feel like you need to do more than just wave and say thanks for the year?
I think in your case, you would pull a crisp 20 out of your pocket and you'd put it in their breast pocket and go, good job.
I did like I was trying to get a table at a restaurant.
And you pat it all weird.
I folded it up in my hand and I put it in her hand and I shook it and I squeezed her hand real tight.
Thanks, Miss Miller.
I said, don't spend that all in one place. You deserved it. All right, so the answer is fist bump. The answer is fist bump. Yeah. Thank you. That's all I needed. I'll know that for next year. When I go to University of Fancy with my kids.
There you go.
It's the Lincoln Park KROQ on Ali Show. Good morning.
Klein, Ali Show! Mornings on KROQ!
106.7 KROQ.
Air hugs are the acceptable. I don't even know what I don't even know what an air hug is.
You just put your arms out like, ooh.
I don't really get it. What do you stand apart and just put you're doing the Creed, arms wide open
in front of each other?
I don't even know. As a teacher, I accept and expect nice gifts at the end of the year. Your kids are probably annoying.
No.
Most Klein's right. Most elementary schools in the Valley ended this week. That's true. Although the last few days, since everyone's given up, they're just these half days. No one even. What's the point of even going? Mm-hmm. Pickups 11. Drop them off and turn around the block and go get them again.
I just think there are certain relationships that always remain strictly professional. And parent and teacher is one of those relationships.
310, I'm a teacher. I hate when parents have gone in for the hug.
No, I don't know you. I know your kid.
All I'm thinking is, please don't touch me. I mean, I get it. I felt weird because I did not want to go in for the hug, and I didn't think it was appropriate. But I did see a lot of moms doing the hug, and I wonder if there's a different standard between moms hugging teachers and dads.
Do finger guns.
That's right. Dude, just wanted to be keeping manly.
Thanks for a good year.
Boom. So,
was it a lady teacher?
Yeah, lady teachers.
And?
I think you do a honk.
Yeah, you do a ooga.
That's right. I know you're thinking, man, those two look funny. It is very simple. How many times have you gotten lucky? 800-520-1067. We'll keep some stats, figure out, are we above average, below average? They say no one's having sex anymore. Let's go ahead and prove science wrong. We'll take your calls and give away some of those tickets next on KROQ. Wake up! show. It's a day to celebrate luck, good luck, and potentially getting lucky, depending. And that is the question we have for you right now. Someone's going to score themselves tickets to Wondercon. We'll make that happen for you. Wondercon at the Anaheim Convention Center, March 28th through the 30th. And even if you don't care about those tickets, still be curious to find out. You can be anonymous if you'd like to be. What is the number? There's such a range. And Ali said that she believes that currently there are people that have higher numbers now than ever before because it's just easier to meet people, easier to connect with people.
Well, and I think more people are just in situationships instead of relationships, or you're just with someone for a few weeks and then you move on. I was reading a thing about how younger people just aren't in relationships as much. They just kind of hook up with people and then move on to the next person.
But then also you read an article the next day that says no one's having sex anymore. No one really cares about sex. No one even wants to interact with other people. There's so many reasons just to stay home and not even leave. So,
which is the only way to truly know is to have you call in on a radio station.
The only way. It's the only way we get actual honest feedback in this world anymore, because there's a lot of articles that would make you believe other things. So let's talk to real people like you at 800-520-1067 on a St. Paddy's Day, as we are talking luck and getting lucky. And we start with Lily. We make our way up and down these phones. Hello, Lily. Good morning. Welcome to KROQ.
Sweet Divots, good morning.
Sweet Divots. How old are you, Lily, currently?
I am 31.
31. Current relationship status?
Married.
And did this come up, before you give us the number, did this come up at all with the guy that you're married to now before you got married, or no?
Yes.
Oh, it did?
Your number came up as a topic of discussion, or it was just first date conversation?
I mean, it's in our culture to be, the topic did come up, yes. I'll just keep it at that.
Well, based on the fact you said culture, it would make me think that you're going to say, like, it's very low, like just the person you're married to.
Yeah, but if it was brought up as a topic of discussion, it's like, hey, by the way, I have herpes because I've slept with X amount of people.
Right, my culture is herpes.
Yeah.
I come from the culture of Romanian slut. All right, well, what is the number?
I am with Omar. My number is 1.
One person. Wow. See, that's a very... To be able to brag, and I think it is a brag, maybe not for a guy, but for a lady. To say 1 these days, that's a very rare.
Is it for him, too? Are you the only one?
Oh, definitely not.
Oh, really?
And is the number really 1, or is it 1 wink wink?
No, it really is 1. I was a virgin when I met him, and then I lost my virginity to him.
So,
we have actual footage. It's crazy.
How did we get that so quickly? That's amazing.
It's a bit clunky, but hey, you got it done.
You ever wondered if you had sex with anybody else, if it would be better or worse? Like, have you ever been like, oh man, this is the only guy I'm ever going to be with?
Not really. I mean, he's pretty good, so that hasn't crossed my mind.
Yeah, well, you think, cheese pizza's pretty good until you try pepperoni, and you realize that's pretty good, too. I get it. I'm not trying to talk you into that.
She's had a pepperoni.
Well, it sounds like it. Let's say hi to Elizabeth now. Elizabeth, good morning. Welcome to KROQ. Hi. Talking about getting lucky.
Good morning.
Yeah. How old are you currently?
I'm 48.
48. Live some life.
Yeah.
And what is your current relationship status?
Well, it's complicated.
Oh, that's going to add a few for that one right there.
Interesting.
It's complicated, puts her in the double digits.
It's complicated because I'm with 50 people.
So that means what? What does that mean? Open relationship, separation?
We're separated, but we still work together. But that's what got us in trouble anyway.
You work together or you work together?
We work together.
We work.
No. Actually, my body count happened due to work. I mean, I did have several different jobs, and I just ended up hooking up with several different people. I even hooked up with a dentist at one point.
Where are you working?
Well, I was working for different places because I want to really remain anonymous. I don't want anybody to realize who I am.
Yeah, but what type of stuff were you doing?
Office work, accounting.
And you found yourself...
did HR.
You found yourself getting intimate with employees at the places you worked regularly.
Yeah, it just kind of, it happens.
Right.
Especially when you're in HR, it happens.
Yeah, I'm supposed to fire you, but I'm going to sleep with you instead.
We don't really want to talk about that one because we started getting into HR, and then we kind of slithered out of HR because of that. So
I get it. All right, based on everything you've said so far, I'm going to put her...
What, are you going north of 100?
Not north of 100, but north of 20.
Yeah, I would agree. What's your number?
North of 20, definitely. 27.
27?
Nice. And how many dentists out of the 27?
How many what?
Dentists?
Just one.
Just the one dentist.
Was he your dentist or just a guy that happened to be a dentist?
No, just happened to be a dentist.
Okay.
Yeah.
He was the fifth one.
4 out of 5. There's always that fifth one, Allie. You know. All right. That's it. Good for you, Elizabeth. That's good. 27, Allie. Trying to figure out how often people have gotten lucky.
I'm amazed that she's able to find that many people in the workplace, especially she said she did accounting and stuff, and I thought that was on the list of jobs that people are the least likely to cheat. Like, it's just not a sexy job.
Angel.
Hey, what's up, Klein?
What's up?
Sweet Divots.
Sweet Divots. All right, if he's calling a radio show to brag about a body count, I would think it's high, but we're talking about getting lucky on St. Patty's Day, the luckiest day of the year. So, are you married right now, Angel? Single?
In a relationship.
In a relationship.
Long term?
Been for about 4 months.
Oh.
It's pretty long term by LA standards.
Might as well get married.
What do you
He's
do?
so giggly, which makes me think that he thinks it's a big number, but it's not.
What do you do for, what kind of line of work are you in, Angel?
I'm in the government.
Government?
The government. And you still have a job?
I still have a job.
That's
Nice.
vague enough that makes me think it's...
And he also said the government.
Yeah, which government is this? Our government or another government?
Sanitation department.
Oh, okay. All right, sanitation.
okay.
So he's got that stank on him.
He's got garbage stains. I think he's,
11?
he's like 7.
7.
Lucky
I
number
say
7.
11. Well, Angel, what is your number? How many times you gotten lucky?
Okay, so I misunderstood the question that Vanessa said. I thought it was today, but my last time it's about 9.
9. And what is today, out of curiosity?
How many times I got lucky today on St. Patty's Day? It's twice.
Twice already today?
What?
It's 8:30.
Yeah, I know.
Oh,
Wow.
it's a great 4-month relationship. So you
damn.
just had sex twice this morning when you woke up?
Well, once last night around after 12:30,
Wow.
and then once.
Good for you.
I don't want to brag, and I wasn't going to even mention this, Allie, but yours truly, this guy over here, got it in on Saturday night and Sunday morning.
Wow. Good for you. Why? Were you drunk or why? Was there a
She
reason?
took an Ambien on Saturday night, so that didn't count.
sad.
And I think Sunday morning the Ambien was still kicking.
Oh, wow.
So that was a twofer.
Okay.
Just letting you know.
And how, out of the 2 times, how many minutes do you think were spent?
Oh, combined?
Yeah.
Well, under 5.
Oh, good for you.
For sure.
That's exciting.
No, it may have been closer to 7. It may have been. I don't want to say it. Susie on KROQ, good morning.
Hi.
Hi.
I'm probably somewhere between 30 and 50.
You've lost count.
Well, there was a lot of time there in my late 20s where there was a lot of, hallucinogenics involved.
Sure.
Oh, nice. And was it men and women? Was it just everyone?
Only a few women, but yes, both.
But I don't think women, Allie, no offense because I know you're a lesbian, but I don't think women count women towards their number at all. I feel like,
No.
right? See?
I don't, because it's different.
Yeah,
We don't count?
No, I'm telling you, I've talked to a lot of
not that
women.
we don't count.
Yeah, they just don't add that. It doesn't get a tally.
It's
like,
a separate number?
yeah, it's like an asterisk.
Yeah.
Am I an asterisk?
You're an asterisk.
Oh, man.
Sweet asterisk.
Well, wait a minute. So, but did you go full on sex with these women, or was it just like making out in a hot tub?
No, full on. I've had girlfriends, but I would say I've been with between 30 and 50 guys and probably 10 girls.
So do you think it's the same for men? They don't count other men? Because that counts.
I think that
I never know.
I think that guys would definitely have to add 10, multiply that number by 10. They'd be like, oh, I can't forget
So
that.
girls mean nothing and boys.
Yeah, that's right.
Okay.
That's right. All right, Susie. So, and who is, and of all of the lovers you had, potentially up to 50, is there someone that sticks out to you as the best lover ever?
There is one guy, but he's no longer with us, so.
Oh, he's banging in heaven now.
Yeah.
Good for that guy.
Wow. Wish that didn't
Oh,
count.
yeah.
A18 said you should add, any number a girl says you have to add 10, and any number a guy says you have to subtract 10.
Right. That's the old school.
That?
Well, I'll give Iggy the final word here. We got to wrap this up, but apparently a lot of people getting lucky on St. Patty's Day, regardless. What's up, Iggy?
Hey, good morning. Sweet Dibs.
Sweet Dibs.
I've lost count over the years, but it's very high.
And why do you think you are so able to get lucky when there's people listening going, I can't get laid for the life of me? What do you think it is about you?
Well, I think a big part of it is that I'm a raging homosexual.
Oh, that's easy. Yeah, right. So if you were I'm assuming you've been with, quote, straight guys before?
Yeah, here and there.
And would they, if they were to have sex with you, just a guy, even though they normally have sex with women, do you think that they would count that?
That's a good question. I don't think so. It's very, like, the guys that I slept with, the straight guys that I slept with, are very, like, don't tell anyone, bro.
Yeah.
Keep it a secret.
This doesn't exist. Don't tell anyone, bro. Yeah. So, bro.
Let me see how good you are.
I'm not gay, bro. Don't tell anyone, bro.
I want to get a sense of how good you truly are. I'm going to play you a clip as soon as Omar gets off the file I need. And you tell me if this is a power top or a power bottom. Okay, listen.
That's definitely a power bottom.
All right.
He knows. He's got experience.
That guy's a pro. It's K-Rock.
Drinking before noon. And coincidentally, it's also St. Paddy's Day.
Drink!
KROQ!
Alley Show. It's about as Irish as it's going to get around here today. Cranberries, Zombie on KROQ. It's a St. Paddy's Day show, yet we are giving you the gifts more valuable than a pot of gold, and that is eggs for the entire year. And I believe that's why every single phone line is lit up right now. So let's say hi to caller 12 and give this guy a does, cuz. Who are you?
Yo.
Yo, what's up? What's your name?
Fuck yeah. Oh, shit.
Oh, that was so many swearing.
That was a lot of swearing back to back to back. Mario from Riverside. Congratulations.
I got a dog, cuz.
You got a dog, cuz. You got yourself eggs for at least a week, and potentially, listen to this, you're a step closer to winning the ultimate prize, the most valuable thing we've ever given away. Eggs for an entire year, courtesy of our good friends at Albertsons, Vons, and Pavilions. Eggs for an entire year can potentially be yours. And hold on one second. That is Mario from Riverside, the first winner of a dozen eggs. With a beer.
Happy St. Paddy's Day.
Good for you. Are you going to work today or just drinking socially all day?
Yes, sir. I got to get sober from yesterday so I can drink tonight.
I love
your... I'm drinking a beer on my way to work already.
Love your reasoning.
Okay. I hope you're walking or on public transit.
Hope this guy gets the eggs because he could use them for sobering up purposes. That is
I've never
Mario.
heard someone so excited to win 12 eggs.
12 eggs. Listen, it's a great prize.
Of course.
More valuable than a lot of the stuff we give away on KROQ these days. And more importantly, he's a step closer to winning eggs for a year. We'll give that prize away on Friday. Every day this week, just listen for the sweet sounds of a chicken with bird flu. When they interrupt a song or something we're saying, call us up. You call it 12. Get yourself a does, cuz, and potentially eggs for a year.
It's funny because Vanessa was like, will you please stop playing Omar's sea lion noise? Because everyone thinks it's the bird with bird flu.
Yeah, that's just Omar glucking. Don't be confused.
Sound like a sick bird.
It does.
It kind of works.
Yeah, only call when you hear the actual birds with bird flu, which are definitely different sounds we've made. And I know it's confusing, and I get why, because some people say that have been listening to the show for a while that it's hard to keep up with everything that we do. We do cover a lot, Allie.
Guys, just got to say, as an OGer that's listened to the show from the beginning, last week was by far the best shows that you guys have ever done. Too many good ones in a row, which leads me to believe maybe you might be getting canceled soon now that you got it figured out.
Great.
But anyways, the best way to grow the show would just to tell people to listen to all 5 days last week. I mean, the funniest things last week by far was and the Dateline with Klein about, are you ready for the rear end? Yeah. Sweet dude.
So thank you. I'm glad that we continue to strive to bring you better and better shows on a daily basis. Do your part. Help us to hashtag grow the show.
I know they say sex sells, but butt stuff sells way more.
Sure does. Sure does. So let's take a quick break. We'll be back in a second with a brand new hour. Also, it's Festival Fever. If it's not enough that we're giving you eggs for a year, you'll get into When We Were Young in Vegas, and we'll make that happen in about 15 minutes right here on KROQ.
Show. Mornings on KROQ.
But first, time for a butt roundup. It's KROQ, Klein Alley Show. Stuff going on in the world, stuff going on in the news, stuff potentially happening to your own body involving your ass. And you don't know about it because the news buries butt stories. And that's where we come in, Allie, with something that we call butt stuff.
It must be a special occasion. Oh, yeah. It's time for butt stuff.
In this edition of Butt Stuff, been quite a few stories of people actually getting butt-related injuries. Now, I know last time we did a Butt Stuff, it was a lot of people doing these backdoor, pun intended, surgeries with non-licensed doctors that were doing butt injections, and then they were getting cement in there, and it was a whole problem. Now, it seems there's a couple of good butt-related stories that we should share with you, including the bulldog puppy that was born without a butt.
What?
But has made a miracle recovery after a life-saving surgery.
Klein, who has an extra butt to donate?
I don't have an extra butt. I have an extra hole. It's very different. Complex operation, and built the dog a new bottom from scratch. 3-hour surgery.
Lucky from scratch? What kind of scratch?
Lucky then spent a week recovering and learning how to relieve herself, and now she is a fully functioning bulldog puppy born without a butt. I didn't even know that was possible in the world of dogs, but that is a medical miracle right there.
So, I'm happy that this dog now has a butt. However, There are a lot of humans that, we just talked to One-Armed Gary yesterday who needs an arm.
Yep.
People that don't have legs.
People love doing stuff for puppies born without stuff. That's like the world can
Oh
rally.
my God, like puppies in wheelchairs, puppies with artificial butts. They love it. And they will come out of the woodwork. They will donate so much money to make sure that every dog has a butt. And I just want to say, I understand animals are great, but people are pretty great too, and we should help them, maybe.
From good butt stuff to bad butt stuff, here's this.
San Antonio police are working on a crazy case because they say the entire argument turned shooting was over a parking spot. Police say the man was at a store on West Commerce Street when he got into an argument with a group of guys over parking. When the man was leaving, he says the men started shooting at his car, hitting him one time in his rear end.
So that guy got shot in the butt, and that is not the only bad shot in the butt story, Allie, because listen to this. Just when you thought that was the only thing you had to worry about, here's another one.
A Pensacola man is in jail this morning, suspected of shooting another man at a Waffle House.
Now, the sheriff's office says Lucky shot at the ground near the victim. The bullet ricocheted, hitting the man in the buttocks. Deputies say they found a bag of marijuana, other drugs on Lucky. When they arrested him, he's being held without bond.
So that's two shot in the butt stories
what
right
a strong floor that it ricocheted off the floor and into his butt.
Right in the butt, outside of a Waffle House. And that sounded like a great night up until the shooting in the butt, because they had a bag of drugs, they had Waffle House, they had everything you could have asked for, minus the shooting in the buttocks.
But wouldn't you say that's probably the best place to get shot?
I
mean, it's all fat.
Yeah, I would think and it's a cool story.
But
and
they did the Waffle House.
Oh, the Waffle House is definitely the best place to get shot, because you can immediately, point to the menu. You don't have to order. You just point to the picture. You got food coming.
Waffles.
Chunked and smothered, I say. And then there's this story. If you are one of the fans of Ozempic or Wegovy, you don't just have to worry about all of the other Ozempic face stuff. Ozempic butt is apparently taking over.
First we had Ozempic face, and now we have Ozempic butt. It's this idea that when people are taking Ozempic, also called semaglutide, and they lose weight, or, by the way, Wegovy, just so you know, Ozempic is actually FDA approved for diabetes, helps with weight loss as well. Wegovy is semaglutide approved for weight loss, but whatever people may be taking, Wegovy or Ozempic, they are losing
someone's
weight.
on Ozempic.
Yeah, this woman is
It's
definitely
so obvious.
defending the Ozempic.
They have a lot of benefits, and it helps with depression and diabetes, and it's FDA
They are
approved.
losing weight and ending up with Ozempic butt. I did a video on Ozempic face. Now we have Ozempic butt. So what is it? It's this idea that you lose weight, you lose enough weight, perhaps you lose weight quickly enough that your skin starts to sag, and that's in your derriere, your bum, your bottom, your butt.
So they're saying this
How
is
many
now.
more words is she going to come up with?
There's a lot of words for butt, and she uses all of them.
That your skin starts to sag, and that's in your derriere, your bum, your bottom, your butt, whatever you call it. And that can happen, honestly,
big
guys.
fat
with
asses. Thank you.
Did you say that, lady?
Yeah, you didn't say big fat asses like Klein did. You forgot that one, the obvious.
And that can happen, honestly, guys, with any time we, number one, lose weight, lose a certain amount of weight, lose weight at a certain speed, we can get sagging skin. And that's what...
She's on meth, this woman, I think.
She's on Ozempic and cocaine.
Yeah.
Some people are realizing as they go through their, say, Ozempic or Wegovy or what...
Cozempic. She's got a little Cozempic going for her. So the combination.
What have you. So when we talk about Ozempic butt, is it surprising? Well, not really.
There you
Is
go.
it hot? Yes, it is,
Yes.
Chris.
So there's a big roundup of all butt stuff. Also, experts wanted to point out that we were all making a giant mistake down there when wiping. Do you know what the mistake is, Allie? This is according to experts. This is the last story we have time for in butt stuff, this roundup.
People are going back to front?
That's a good guess. I think that only matters if you're a woman, I believe. I think guys can go...
Any which way they want.
International
Typical men.
International waters down there. Our body, our choice, right? Whatever we want to do. Want to take a guess?
I mean, another mistake. I think that we shouldn't even be using toilet paper at all. We should be using wipes because we get chapped asses.
You're using the wrong word altogether. They're saying the concept of a wipe
in general
is all wrong.
You got to just do the bidet.
It should be a pat or a dab. Pat or dab. Wipe is.
How are you supposed to get stuff?
Listen, this is according to experts now. They say we are handling that area all wrong. And the whole notion of wiping is the problem.
I'm sorry, but if you're just doing a light dab, you got a stank ass.
I'm sorry, I'm an expert in this, and they're wrong.
Yeah.
Well,
do you realize how gross Jake's butt would be if he dabbed?
The butt experts reveal. The butt experts reveal. You are in there for an hour.
I'll be in there for 2 hours.
The butt experts reveal.
Dabbing all day.
that the wiping and wiping hard is causing all sorts of problems for people because we're not doing the proper pat/dab method.
Oh.
Dabbing all the live long day.
So there you have it. That's been a very exciting
Very graphic.
and graphic round of butt stuff. We take a super quick break. When we get back, oh yes, the bribery will commence. You go to Vegas, we got your tickets, trip, and you'll be at Sick New World with Metallica, Linkin Park, Queens of the Stone Age, AFI, Evanescence, 311, and others. And we'll do that after this.
Klein, Alley, Show! Mornings on KROQ!
106.7 KROQ.
Gabby, from
Yes.
from Dion's genitals to yours. What's up?
Hi, how are you guys?
Great.
Great. Mine is actually true, though. I actually am going through having a cyst on my labia. And, yeah.
Allie,
What was that?
Allie, don't judge.
I didn't make that noise.
Stop
Allie,
it.
tisk.
It's
Yeah,
the
this is-
size of a quarter right now. One labia is bigger than the
You
other.
don't have to
Alex.
defend yourself to me. I'm not making those sounds.
Wow.
Hold on. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Everyone quiet
Yeah.
down. Explain it again. Allie,
Yeah.
try to keep it together. Go explain this again.
I have a cyst the size of a quarter on the left labia, and I've been squeezing it, trying to pop that.
Allie.
I will gladly show it to you, Allie. And I'm a personal shopper, so I have to walk all day for 8 hours, and my labia is rubbing against my other labia part.
This is not me.
I'm very sorry that you are telling us something very personal
I'm not grossed
now.
out. This is hot.
Yeah.
Keep going.
That's even grosser.
You know what the
All right.
funny thing is that it feels gross, but it feels good. So
Okay.
it's like,
All right, Allie. Gabby, I'm sorry.
Gabby, thank you for your brave story.
What a story, Allie.
What was this an excuse for? Or this is just actually happening.
I think she thinks that we're going to help her medically. So, Gabby, have you used this to get out of anything or just to get off? What is the thing?
No, I actually asked my HR man. Thank God I'm close to my HR manager, and she knows what's going on.
She was like, same.
Yeah, her name is Gabby too, and yeah, it's
Klein,
Let's
that
say
was real.
Which one of these people you think we should let come clean about their fake medical ailment, their sick excuse to win some tickets to Sick New World?
God,
There have been some great
mean,
ones.
I would like this guy who created the.
Catch this time of year, everyone seems like they're sick, but you want festival fever because today it gets you to Vegas for when we were young, and we'll get into that coming up as we kick off a brand new hour of the show after your ADD news, which starts right now.
Grab your Adderall. It's time for ADD News.
All right. Though today we are celebrating a holiday that belongs to another country, America is having some trouble with many other countries because of the many tariffs that we are imposing on them. And some countries are handling it better than others, but with Canada, they have not been pleased. And now someone has pointed out a very unique weapon that Canada has, a powerful weapon that I'm sure is regularly used by not only the president, but everyone else in the government and in the country. Canada has the power to ban Pornhub in the U.S. And a petition has since been launched urging Canadian authorities to block Pornhub as a, quote, peaceful yet powerful response to the trade dispute. It has not yet risen to the occasion, and it's got just a few dozen signatures so far. But I feel like if Canada really was going to get on board with something and stop being so damn nice all the time, they really could follow through with this.
And I think this is the one thing that I think would really motivate the general public to stand up and say, wait a minute, we can't stand for this. I don't know what we need, if we're pro or anti-tariff, but let's get back our Pornhub.
I think that banning something that people use regularly, like look at TikTok, you know, it's not like the U.S. has been super friendly with China over the years, but, and the main reason they want to ban it is because of that tense relationship. But then nobody wants to be without TikTok because everyone loves TikTok. So let's find a way to make it work, right? The same thing can happen with Pornhub. If Canada knows the weapon that they have and they can actually utilize it, that does have real bargaining power. I know this is kind of a joke, but
some conservative states have already banned Pornhub.
Yeah, states have on a state-to-state level, a lot of those Bible Belt states and the flyovers, et cetera. But, you know, when you start hitting that, or California, New York, the coastal real cities. All of a sudden, you're in Vegas trying to go to Pornhub, can't get in. What's going on there?
Oh my God! I mean, not that there's not 1,000 other ways to get adult content.
We'd figure it out, but still, in that
really, we'll be fine.
In that exact moment, there would be a little bit of frustration, followed by, "I'll just go over to RedTube. We'll be fine."
Exactly. All right. So there are some deals and freebies that you can take advantage of today for St. Patrick's Day, along with many of the bars being open early. You can also get the following, and I want to know if anyone actually Irish is listening, because a lot of these deals sound very confusing and borderline offensive. So Applebee's is serving up something that they're calling Saintly Sips, which is weird because St. Patrick's Day is not really a religious holiday. And for just $6, you can order the Tipsy Leprechaun, which is Jameson, melon liqueur, blue Krakow, premium lemon sour, lemon lime soda, and a gold sugar rim.
That's great. I don't know who's going to rearrange their schedule to accommodate that deal, but still.
I mean, blue Krakow?
That's a lot.
It's just so much. Panera is going to be changing their bread bowl to a green bowl on St. Patrick's Day, so you can feel like you're eating a pot of gold.
It's a good excuse for them to get rid of all their moldy leftover bread.
Seriously. It's green!
It's for St. Patty's Day.
And they're going to fill it with mac and cheese.
Oh, man.
And then great. El Pollo Loco is doing a St. Patrick's.
I think Irish. I think El Pollo Loco for sure.
You can get a double Pollo Fit Bowl for just $8, which is half off their original price.
Seems like they're just trying to jump in on the game. I mean, at least do something with your
Pollo
salsa.
Fit Bowl.
You have salsa verde there. You got that avocado. You have green stuff you can play around with.
Yes.
This one's like lack of effort.
Well, and Baskin Robbins is serving discounted scoops of green ice cream. Like, yes, pick one green thing and make it discounted. And then Krispy Kreme is doing something that's kind of cool. So not only can you, if you're wearing green, you can get a free donut, I think, like an original glaze with dyed green. You can get that. But then randomly selected customers can score a pot of gold pass, which will give you access to a dozen free donuts a year. All right, a dozen free original glazed donuts for a year.
What does that mean?
I don't know. What does that mean? That's
You're the one
stupid.
saying it.
It says we'll give them access to a dozen free original glazed donuts for a year. But what is that, a day? A week? That's so unclear.
That's like our egg promotion. No one really knows. We were very clear. You get a dozen, every day, and then at the end of the week, someone's going to get eggs for a year. That was crystal clear. Krispy Kreme, learn from us.
Yeah.
Learn from the best.
I know. This is so weird. Okay, so basically my point is that everybody's trying to make it work, even though it doesn't necessarily work. And then there's a... Sorry, hold on a second. I was trying to find it.
Allie and I...
Can I play some audio?
Play some audio.
Come on, man.
Go ahead.
Crackhead that got hold to the wrong stuff.
Allie does sound like a cracker.
Get up in a tree and play a leprechaun.
That is true.
I love that video.
Today is
First
actually
viral video.
a very special day for one of the luckiest people in the world, because today's the day they reveal the identity of that big Mega Millions winner. So, you know, this is
no better news to get if you're a crackhead than you are.
Well, it was a Sunshine Food Circle K. I mean, that's where the single ticket was sold, at the Sunshine Food and Gas Circle K in Shasta County. So they're going to reveal the identity of that person who won $1.2 billion, which is the biggest Mega Millions jackpot ever.
A lot of people on the text line are asking if Allie is pronouncing Curacao as Krakow. And if she is the uncultured swine I knew.
Well, no, that's what is it called, Curacao?
Yeah, it's not called Krakow. I thought that was some ingredient I didn't know about yet.
I thought it was blue Krakow.
Oh, man. She could be a crackhead, Omar. You played the right
I don't know. I haven't had Curacao since I was like 18 years old.
Well, apparently.
Who uses that anymore?
I had crack.
Yeah. We let's forget that just happened, and let's get into it. Let's edit that whole thing out of the podcast. Let's forget we're doing a live radio show. This is why these drinking shows are always a big disaster by the end.
Oh, my God.
Started strong, but now close to 9 o'clock, forget it. Festival Fever kicks off next. Want to go to Vegas for when we were young? We'll be looking for you after this on KROQ.
show.
106.7 KROQ FM in HD Pasadena, Los Angeles, Orange County. This is the world famous KROQ.
KROQ finale show. It's St. Patty's Day Monday, and perhaps everyone around you is sick right now, so you might as well get the good kind of fever. Festival fever happening all week, starting right now. Get you into new festivals every single day this week, and today is a great day to be caller 20 right now, because when we were young in Vegas, 18th and 19th, Las Vegas Festival Grounds, Panic at the Disco, Blink-182, Weezer, The Offspring, Avril Lavigne, All Time Low, The Used, and so many others. And if you're caller 20 right now, we make your festival fever come true. And all you got to do is be on the phones, 800-520-1067. Win with us, then again at noon, 3 and 6. And every day this week, going to get a different festival we'll get you into. Man.
It's rough out there.
It's rough out here. This drinking in here was a bad idea.
It was a bad idea.
This is
I don't know why you
tale.
I was not planning on drinking this morning, and then you were like, let's get the Jameson.
Well, when I saw that shirt you were wearing, I said, for us to sit around
I can't look at that sober.
Look at that thing sober. It's crazy. Let's get drunk so that looks funny and whimsical.
951 said, how drunk is the morning show at this point? Omar, take over. They are done, son.
We may be at this point. We'll get to caller 20 in a moment. I want to clear out some phone lines, though. Good morning. Welcome to KROQ.
Good morning.
Good morning. Hi. Oh, whoa. We're in stereo. Hello.
So we came to Vegas last Mother's Day because you guys were looking for somebody who wanted to become a mom. Well, I'm in the hospital, and baby boy's making an appearance today.
No way!
Wait a minute. Hold on. I remember we did our Las Vegas trip, and we were looking for a couple that wanted to join us that was going to try to make a baby in Vegas. That was you guys?
That was us.
I got to do some math now. Did that actually happen in Vegas?
To be honest, I think it happened the next month, but...
Hey, whatever. We'll take
credit.
We'll
Come
take
on.
credit. That's amazing. And now today's the day. Are you in labor, active labor as we speak?
Oh, I am in active labor.
How many centimeters dilated are you?
I'm 6 centimeters dilated.
Wow. Put the phone down there. Let's say some things, Allie. What do you say?
Yeah, I think it's important he hears our voices.
Hello, future baby. We are responsible for you being here, and as a result, you must spend your entire life listening to this show.
And by the time you're 18, we probably won't be on the air anymore. But still, I hope we taught you something.
Guys, congratulations. That's very exciting. I'm so excited that not only you still listen to our show, you're still a part of this thing, but now you're helping to literally grow the show by making a human life. That's the most exciting thing.
We're doing all we can.
Are you epiduraled up right now?
I am epiduraled
Nice.
up.
Good choice. And have you named your baby? And if so, is the baby name show related?
Yeah, it's going to be Dominic.
No way!
Oh, wow. Seriously?
Well, we figured somebody's got to do it.
What?
Guys, thanks for calling. Congratulations. And if you do go into active, like really go into labor while we're on the air, please call us back so we can hear that.
Oh, that's the first thing I want.
I think that is sarcasm. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye. Good luck.
Pick up caller 20 next. Chinese Day Monday here at KROQ, so please excuse us. We have been drinking during the show, and perhaps you are as well. Actually, had a few listeners on today that have claimed that they are drinking and or drunk. So.
And there's nothing wrong with it.
Oh, boy. Here we go.
For the 9 o'clock hour. I'm going to be completely Irish.
Goddamn.
Oh, my God.
Hey,
what's the Irish version of?
Wakanda.
Great.
You're welcome.
No.
Someone give me a refill.
Let's say hi to, call it 20. We just talked to a nice couple that we met in Vegas, got impregnated shortly after one of our trips to Vegas, and now they're going to make a baby later on today. What are you doing? Huh? Everyone's bragging about I ran a marathon. I made a baby. But what did you do today, Joe in Torrance?
Well, I just got up.
Hey, nothing wrong with that. You call it 20, so you just got yourself tickets to When We Were Young in Vegas.
Nice.
Congratulations.
Awesome.
You got the festival fever, dude.
Thank you so much. I got some good luck, good green on today.
Apparently.
I got a fever. And the only prescription is more cowbell.
Festival fever happening all week long here at KROQ. Your chance to win your way into all sorts of cool festivals going on in and around Southern California, in this particular case, Vegas. And all you got to do is listen, call, and win at 9, noon, 3, and 6.
And you can see bands like Panic at the Disco, Blink-182, Weezer.
Oh, boy.
Avril Lavigne, On the Offspring, and All Time Low.
I think Allie's the drunkest on the show now.
This is an all-time low of the show.
It is an all-time low of the show, for
Yellow
sure.
card.
In a moment, it's officially time for March Badness. As you fill out your actual brackets, I think this is going to be, this show wins March Badness.
Sure does.
We are going to figure out once and for all who is the worst person that you could encounter these days on an airplane. Air travel is not fun anymore. Everyone's freaked out about flying. No one likes to go anywhere. Airline tickets are suffering. Southwest is now charging for bags.
Ugh.
The whole industry is in literal and figurative free fall. And we want to figure out, as we fill out our first bracket in this edition of March Badness, who is the worst type of person to encounter on an airplane. We will take your open nominees as we do some rankings in March Badness, the airplane edition, and we'll do that next on KROQ.
It's KROQ Festival Fever. We're hooking you up with tickets to a different music festival every day this week. I got a fever all day today. Listen at 9, noon, 3, and 6 to win your way into When We Were Young, October 19th, Las Vegas Festival Grounds, featuring the return of Panic at the Disco, Blink-182, Weezer, The Offspring, Avril Lavigne, All Time Low.
It's not my weekend. It's gonna be my year. He was a skater boy. She said, see you later, boy.
Bad Religion, Taking Back Sunday, The Used, and more.
I can't believe it. I just wanna break you down so badly.
Courtesy of Live Nation.
It's KROQ Festival Fever.
Keep listening to win. Right now is the best time to get laserized.
All right, let the review begin. You know the buzzwords. Listen along. Every time I hear one, I will give Klein a shock. And this is Klein trying the viral $19 strawberry that is imported from Japan and currently on sale. Not on sale, but for sale at Erewhon.
Definitely not on sale. Good evening and welcome to the High Voltage Food Review here at KROQ, where we have the ability to try delicious and potentially good foods. Ah! Shoot! Drop the goddamn
You
strawberry.
almost dropped this man.
I caught it in my hand, even though I'm not supposed to touch it. All right, I won't say that word again.
What are you smelling?
The berry is, so far, just taking it out of the container. It is a very floral, almost fruity. Smell. But it does smell like other similar fruits.
All right, give it a try.
It's like burning in the back of my neck now.
Okay.
I will take my first bite now of the viral $20 straw.
All right, he's taking his first bite. Oh, there's a lot of slobber there. That seemed like a little too much moisture. Thoughts?
It is a delicious journey.
What? Delicious journey.
Flavors.
It just started.
And I will. And it is very, very.
What does it taste like?
It's juicy on the inside. Fun.
All right.
God damn it.
What are you tasting? What are some of the flavors? What makes it different than other strawberries, Klein?
It's got. Let me tell you right now. 'Cause I know what I can't say. It is like, think of a. It's yummy.
Okay.
But also delicate. Delicate to the taste. So much so that it almost tastes like there are like 1,000 little strawberries that are dancing. Can't do the word of the thing. And it's got to be over a minute, guys.
No, it doesn't start till your first bite, so you have a couple seconds
I've had a lot
left.
more bites.
Okay.
Anyway, thank you.
Official review?
Worth $20? Absolutely not. Is it sweet and nice? Sure. Is it juicy? Yeah, it's a little juicy.
All right.
You missed a word, Allie.
I did?
Yep.
What did he say that I missed?
He said sweet.
Damn it.
Thank you, Jake.
Goodbye. Stupid. That's
All
it.
right, now you can play the offspring.
And let me say something right. God, can't get the stupid thing off my fat neck.
Oh.
Hit him again, fat neck.
No, do not. Do not. Stuck in this.
You can't get
God
it off.
damn it. All right, that's a lot. That's a lot of hype for nothing.
All
I mean,
right.
it's great. It's tasty. Thank
Really?
you.
You think it's a lot of hype for nothing? Is it the best strawberry you've ever had? Come on. Now that you have the collar off, be real.
The best strawberry I ever had has to be smothered in chocolate or whipped cream or powdered
put in a
sugar.
daiquiri or something. Really?
Yeah, or daiquiri. Is it a sweet strawberry? Yeah, sure. If I got this in a fruit salad, would I stop eating the salad and go, whoa, what the hell? Where'd that come from?
Right.
That must be from Kyoto, Japan. And I'll tell you one thing. I didn't really enjoy it when I was getting electricity shot through my body.
You got a lot of it in your teeth.
Do I really?
Yeah.
Huh? That's good. So I'm going to keep that there forever. That's very expensive.
That's worth $1.
This has been your high voltage food review on KROQ. Anymore like it used to be back in the day when everyone wears suits and smokes cigarettes. Now it's brawls and smelly food, and we'll take your open nominees for worst of the worst next. March Madness in the world of college basketball. But for the rest of us, let's go ahead and get that bracket of badness figured out as we try to figure out the 8 worst types of people you will ever encounter on an airplane. Air travel, not so fun anymore, but there can only be 8 that will battle it out for the top spot. We'll post this bracket up on our socials after we figure out who deserves a spot in the top 8 seeds of worst people that you would encounter on a plane. On the phone now, a lot of nominees on the text line as well at 800-520-1067, including a flight attendant that would like to weigh in on this as well, which is interesting because the person that I bring to the bracket, Allie, is not necessarily who you think of when you think of bad people on an airplane. But recently I was flying, I think from Arizona back here, and we did have a flight attendant that was the aspiring stand-up comedian flight attendant that made the same joke 3 different times during that 1 hour and 20-minute flight.
I love it. Not annoying to me.
And the joke was the following. When you were getting into your seats, she said, remember to not lose or misplace your iPads, iPods, or eyelashes. Now, that got a laugh the first time, I would say, like a very tepid laughter from a few people.
Well, yeah, because it doesn't make any sense.
Then, once we hit 10,000 feet cruising altitude, she goes, now feel free to take out your iPads, iPods, and eyelashes, which made even less sense at that point.
But at 10,000 feet, was it funnier or less funny?
It got like one big laugh from someone, but everyone else kind of gave that like...
Yeah, but then the power of 3. What was the third one like?
And when the plane landed and she reminded everyone to get their stuff when they were leaving, she said, also remember to grab all your stuff so you don't leave behind your iPads, iPods, or... And a few people beat her to it and yelled out, eyelashes! And that got no reaction at all, except people just getting up angrily. So she delivered it every time with the same gusto. And
yeah,
maybe,
people who commit to a joke, they really do, and they'll say it to every person on every flight. You know what I mean? She got a laugh once, and she's trying to chase that laugh, just like a scratcher.
She's chasing that high.
Yeah.
The first time she dropped that iPod eyelash joke, and it crushed.
Obviously, on the text line, we're getting a lot of the stinky person, the person who takes their shoes off. Then there's the person who doesn't want to use their headphones and insists on listening to everything on full volume on their iPods, iPads,
or eyelashes. That's a funny joke, Alec.
That's
been the new trend that people have decided. And one of the worst things about traveling anywhere, but especially on planes, is that no one even thinks about using any sort of earphones
and they assume
headphones.
Everyone else is using earbuds, so it doesn't matter.
Mark, go ahead. Welcome to March Madness. March Badness. We could not use the term March Madness. That is a copywritten phrase. March Badness, though, we can have all the fun with until the lawyers shut us down. So what do you got?
Hey, guys, Sweet Dibs. I got the guy that sits next to you and bounces his knees the entire flight.
Oh, my God, the leg shake.
The leg shake guy is weird because you almost feel like you're in a turbulent situation until you realize you're the only one experiencing it.
I know, but for some reason, they don't seem stressed. It's just something that they're doing when they sit down for a long period. It's like they're trying to keep their circulation going or something.
Yeah, it's hard to tell. Is it like a blood clot, a restless leg thing? Are they nervous? But yes, they do have that bouncing leg the whole time.
Yes.
And they don't even realize, you're right, I don't think they realize they're doing it.
Yeah, it's the worst.
Good luck putting your tray table down next to a bouncing leg person.
Well, what about the person who, as soon as you get to the gate, barely do they have a chance to turn off the fasten seatbelt sign? That person is shot up and to the front of the plane, cuts everybody off, barrels through.
But they never get to the gate. They make it like 2 rows up. That's the thing. They go through this whole thing to try to get to the front of the plane, and usually they're only able to get about 2 rows before they get blocked.
So what does it matter? Just wait your turn.
800-520-1067. You are an actual flight attendant, Sonia?
I sure am.
So you're around thousands of these people on a daily basis. Who is the worst of the worst in this edition of March Badness?
I call them the seat pirates. As soon as you come in, you're separated from your loved one, and you insist on giving your middle seat to an aisle or a window holder. That is the worst. You hold up boarding, you stop.
Yeah, they're trying to upgrade their seat on the plane. They go, I'll just pay for the crappiest seat possible, and then I'll try and upgrade when I get there.
It's a level of stress. When you know you're sitting in a seat that's not yours, you do experience a level of stress, just like at any sort of sporting event where you're like, these are better seats than I have, but I'm just going to sit here. You can't really enjoy yourself at all because your head's constantly on the swivel. Now, you hope for that moment where they go, we finally closed the door, and you go, I got away with this one. Mm-hmm. But it usually does end up in a giant game of human Django where everyone's moving around, and it does screw up the whole process.
Yeah, that's why when I flew Frontier for the first time, there was a guy that tried that, and he obviously didn't pay to get a seat selection, and he went up to the flight attendant and was like, hey, can I sit with my wife? And she was like, turn around and go back to your seat. She was so mean.
On the text line, looking at some of the nominees for March Badness, the bracket of badness, as far as people on an airplane, you've got the man spreader, the elbow spreader, lots of variations of different spreaders, of course, people invading space.
What about the person who constantly has to get up and get something out of their bag in the overhead bin?
Especially for a short flight. I mean, anytime you do that, where you don't plan like 3 moves ahead, so every
they're like, hold on, and then rummage, my bookmark. And you're like, why?
That's so much commotion.
Why did we go through
that?
this?
Yeah, and same thing for the over bathroom user, person that goes in the bathroom, hogs the bath. I mean, listen, I do believe that you encounter the people at their worst, usually in air travel. So keep them coming. We're going to fill out the bracket, get it posted up. Let us know your thoughts. That'll be going up on Klein Alley Show on Instagram. March Badness is officially back, a new year, as we discover who are the worst people. Today, we celebrate you, airline travelers. This is KROQ Hosier time. Patty's Day Monday here, KROQ, Klein Alley Show. And if you're drinking or planning on drinking today, we've been giving you advice throughout the show from full-time drunks that wanted to give some advice to those of you that just usually don't do the day drinking. But perhaps today is one of those days you decide I'm going to cut out of lunch early. Cut out of work early, excuse me. That's something you'd say.
Cut out of lunch early.
You're drinking. And this is just some of the advice we received throughout the show today, which is worth listening to because some of these people make actually very...
It happened to me, and I thought I was dying.
Hey, cut loose. Cut loose. Have a good time.
Just some advice from full-time drunks that wanted to inform you as to what you can look forward to today and tomorrow.
They made mistakes so that you could not make them.
Well said. Beautifully
Where's
said.
your accent?
No. This is what we should give you. It is St. Patty's Day after all. So
Wait.
let's give you a band that has green in the name. It's the very least we can do is if we plan this. Some Green Day. We'll wrap up the show, do some takeaways, and then turn things over to Nicole Alvarez, 40 minutes nonstop KROQ. But we're back after Green Day with your takeaways at 800-520-1067. Klein Alley Show. Thanks for spending some of your St. Patty's Day Monday with us.
Yeah, thanks.
A great soundtrack. Guys, I feel drunk just listening to you this morning. Green Day on the greenest day of the year here at KROQ, Klein Alley Show. Wrapping things up, takeaways. We'll get to those in a moment if you got them for us. 800-520-1067. Couple of reminders. We are in the middle of festival fever. We started it this morning at 9 a.m. More chances for you to get into festivals all week long by listening at 9, noon, 3, and 6. All you got to do is call these numbers in this order. and be caller 20, 800-520-1067. Another chance to get yourself into When We Were Young with Nicole Alvarez coming up again at noon, then 3, and then 6. And tomorrow we got a whole new festival to drop upon you. You'll get addicted to the Festival FIFA all week long.
Klein, did you enjoy our Shar show today?
Well, when we started drinking sometime after 6 a.m. this morning,
Felt like a good idea.
Thought it was a good idea at the time. Realized by about 7:30 it was not a good idea. Then when Vanessa said it was almost 9.
I was feeling really good until about 8:40.
Yeah.
And then it just started going off the rails.
Yeah, this is a cautionary tale today's show that if you're drinking and doing whatever it is you do, maybe even your job, I don't know, maybe you don't do that. That's my
just
advice.
do it in moderation, because I think we went too hard too quick.
If you want
everything I
to
said.
join us, we announced earlier today, My Pain is Your Pleasure. You can join us as we head up to Big Bear for the Polar Plunge. We decided to try to do some good for the community, so we will be raising money. It is a part of a big event, an effort to raise money for Special Olympics. And Big Bear Polar Plunge is on March 29th. Registration open now. Details on our socials at Klein Alley Show. People have been signing up to join our teams. You don't have to jump in the freezing cold lake with me, although I'd love it if you did.
You can jump with him or you can watch with me.
That's right. So just join our team. You can just search Klein Alley Show team. And we'd love you to, if you could donate, that'd be great. Love to see you up there, raise some money for a good cause, and watch me literally freeze my balls off as we jump into the freezing cold lake as part of the Polar Plunge Big Bear. And who knows? Maybe we'll stop by afterwards and look at those eagles everyone's been staring at.
I don't think we can go look at them. They're pretty high up in a tree.
Whatever. I'll make the effort. Anyway, so
I'd love
thank
to
you.
see that.
Thank you for everyone who's already raised over $1,000. So let's keep it going and let's do some good for the community as you watch me suffer. All right. Takeaways from today's show. What do we got?
All right, 562, my takeaway is Allie's drunk on blue Krakow.
Yeah, that Krakow really got to Allie because she could be a crackhead.
That's true. 818, my takeaway is Omar is a power bottom. 510, my takeaway is being crowned the box demon is an honor in the lesbian community.
Yep.
909, my takeaway is Vanessa is a 54-year-old Benjamin Button.
Yeah, we found out her actual age is 54, not what we thought it was, which was 4.
Though she showed us her math, and she definitely started off at the wrong age, and everything went down from there. Right. And then 213, my takeaway is cut it off.
Got to cut it off for $50 million. You got to cut it off.
Could be a crackhead.
That is true. Thank you for that.
Thank you.
What is your takeaway from today's show, Jake the Nerd?
Jokes are jokes.
Jokes are jokes, according to the Bud Light Bros and everyone else. Don't take things so personally. You got to take away Omar.
No, my takeaway is that Vanessa's an old lady that can't do math.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. And Allie, takeaway?
My takeaway is women don't count.
Whoa.
Pull that clip.
With sex.
Hold on.
With sex.
Pull that clip.
Women don't count
Sexist
with your
Allie.
body count.
Yeah, apologies.
With sex.
Ladies,
Say it again.
Ladies, apologies.
Women don't count in terms of body count.
Gee.
Equality.
We're going to get out of here. Nicole Alvarez will be on for 40 minutes nonstop KROQ, and that all starts next.
That they feel that that you know they feel that
Klein Alley Show.
KROQ.
KROQ.
Klein Alley Show.
I've said it before.